Welcome in, have a seat. Kick back and relax, cause it's that time of the week. How's your day? Was it great? Well, it'll get better with Otalku Cafe. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah! Yeah! Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah!
Konbanwa, friends, and welcome to another edition of the Otaku Cafe. We have an ending, we have some sadness, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I am your CEO, your head chef, and joining me is a man who is back after last week.
Yes. I'm all right. I have a cold, but I shaved my balls before I came on the air. Took a nice clean shower. So I am clean. I am ready to talk about anime despite this stupid fucking cold. And yeah, just a brief explanation before we get started. I missed last week's because I was super fucking behind. So originally, Chris was going to be my tag out partner, right? It was going to be a 6-man, and we were going to tag out. But then one of my best friends, she's like, hey, are you coming over to the house? We're celebrating my mom beating cancer. And I was like, fuck, I forgot, but I will come. So I told Matt, sorry, brother, I got to go celebrate a woman beating cancer for the second time. And I had a good time that night. So much obliged to Chris for stepping up to me and for Matt allowing me the time to go and live my best life, which means getting drunk.
We told you didn't have to come last week because you were so behind. Like, stop being stubborn. It's okay.
I've been like going in like as much as I can, bro. I'd be binging the shit out of all these shows because there's so fucking many. There's too many. I dropped another one. I think we'll talk about it first when we get to it together. But I dropped another one just because I just don't have the time, and I'm just like, And maybe I'll pick it up again. We'll see. But for now, I did my best to catch up. And I am caught up as of yesterday. So there we go.
We got a couple of news, not a lot, and then we're gonna get right into our shows.
Well, all right.
The My Senpai's Annoying manga has officially ended. Yep. So I don't know if we'll get a season 2 of it. We will see. But still, though, they went to the finish line, and happy for them.
Indeed.
The 2.5 Dimensional Seduction show is officially announced for a 2 consecutive course. So it's going to run through the remainder of the year.
Which one?
The 2.5 Dimensional Seduction.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I'm not like it just screams fucking like it screams like loser virgin finally meets a girl and stops fucking his body pillow.
We'll see. But like I said, it's going to run the rest of the year. I did not expect that, but
we got it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a 1-season thing. Nope, we're going all the way.
Dual core.
Gohan's is producing an original TV anime movie called Momentary Lily, which will be official for winter 2025. More quintessential quintuplets.
I'm never going to catch up on the show at the rate they're going.
Yep, it's a new anime. It's after the story. So it's not like a recap.
Is this an original to the story, or is it part of whatever manga, or like a one-shot manga or whatever?
Let's see. It said it'll set her on the honeymoon trip after original story. Yep, it's an original story.
I don't know what girl got picked, so don't tell me. Because I
I'm
bought
not.
a basketball.
I didn't say her name, so
Good.
but there's no release date for that yet. Arc Knights has another TV anime announced. This one will be the Rise of Ember. So they've been hitting pretty much. What I can tell with the Prelude to Dawn, Parish and Frost, and now looks like it's gonna be like another 8-episode type of series. So good on them for that. Who else we got? Kakurio Bed and Breakfast for Spirits is getting a season 2 for fall 2025. So like a year and a half from now.
Will we even be alive as a community?
Well, I didn't even watch season 1, so I ain't gonna watch this one. Looks like that is it for the news. So you don't have any that I missed?
What?
You don't have any that I missed?
What do you mean? No, I was making a joke at the meme you just sent, and I was like, "Mahoi Minoi." Like that between honest to God, that and the Krusty Krab pizza, I think are my. And I don't like SpongeBob much, but those are my 2 favorite episodes of SpongeBob. Doodle Bob for the win. But we got the Doodle Bob background too. On top of that,
yep,
kind of. No, I've got nothing else for you, Matt.
All right, very good.
When are we gonna talk about the Spy Family movie that you have yet to watch?
Whenever it comes to Crunchyroll.
Jeez Louise.
So if you want to do it with Starman and Chris on your own time, go ahead.
I may do that. In the next few weeks when you're out of office.
I'll be leaving next Saturday. So.
All right, so 2 Saturdays from now, 2 Wednesdays from now, whenever.
Yeah, we could do a show next Friday before I leave. So.
Oogie.
Yeah, that'll be it till I go away, and then I'll take that week off.
Oogie.
All right, but do you have anything? Do you have your solos?
I go first on solos, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. No,
probably.
You have more. No, you have more.
So I go.
You have less. You have less. So yeah, I'll go first. All right. We'll start with Reincarnated as a Slime because it's such a good show that I never remember. But basically, we continue on the journey. But we're basically a month after Walpurgis, and we're just trying to get everything settled down. Everyone is kind of taking in Rimuru as a demon lord, and Rimuru is trying to do his best to try and acclimate and open up his country. He's opening up his country for temporary refugees from what's it called? Demon Lord Milliam's country, where they destroyed half of it during the battle in season 2. And so they're bringing the refugees, and they're going to be using prisoners of war from there to do groundwork, to put up temporary housing, help the orcs build roads, things of that nature. And a lot of it is just kind of planning. And there's a big focus this go around. There's a very big focus on the next steps surrounding the person that was basically controlling Clayman, or the one that was directing Clayman in the first 2 seasons, the supposed he. And there's a lot of back and forth among all of the cabinet members of Rimuru's government. But basically, at the end of the day, they've come to the conclusion that in essence, they're not going to rule out the possibility of there being more than one person at play. And then the second piece to that degree is they're unsure of Hinata, who is, as those who remember from season 2, is the Japanese person that was summoned into the world and works as basically like a holy knight who's like better than almost everybody. And she's pretty on par with the demon lord herself. But they're confused in terms of what's going on with her, because they give a testament to the fact that she's not someone who will be ordered around, but someone is ordering her around. So they're under the impression it is this he person, the quote unquote he, but it's not. It's someone else who we met earlier in the season, early on in the season. I don't remember her name. So in any case, they're very curious and they're very wary of how Hinata is going to be rolling around as they continue to grow the country of Jura Tempest. So interesting things from that perspective. A lot of politics involved, and a lot of setup. It's a lot of setup, a lot of world building. So it should continue to be intriguing as we go along. Moving on. Episode. We'll go with
Check the chat while you talk.
check the chat. All right,
Private.
one second. All right. In the interim, let's go next. I can't believe you're not watching Kaiju 8, Matt. I really cannot believe it. Kaiju 8. We'll go with Kaiju 8. Kaiju 8. I don't know what Chris might have said last week or what the case may be, but nonetheless, Kaiju 8 this week is pretty solid. We see basically, and I got to get the names again because I'm so bad. So I'm watching so many damn anime. We see Kafka and Ichikawa. And Kafka and Ichikawa, they end up taking the first part of the test. And we see Kafka barely qualifies. He's ranked like 219 out of 225. Meanwhile, Ichikawa is a very respectable, I think like 11 out of 225. So not bad. You know, he's cutting it pretty close. But there's a lot of emphasis on the stars of the class. And there are a lot of stars in the class. So much so that the commander and the proctor of the recruiting class, Tachibana, basically says like, "Hey, we've got a bumper class," and tries to get Ashiro on board from that piece. And Ashiro, the first person that Ashiro sees is Kafka, and she's very stern in her visuals, but nonetheless, she takes interest from that perspective. And so from there, they move on to the second portion of the test. And Ichikawa notes that he joined out to be a kaiju cleaner because of the fact that the 2 previous years the tests sorted around cleaning up kaiju and letting people understand that there's more to kaiju than simply killing them. There is the disposal aspect as well, and it's about knowing the ins and outs of kaiju in terms of weak points and things of that nature. So he joined with Kafka and his company just to be able to do that. However, this year they're gonna kill kaiju, and basically they give everybody these suits to bring out their kaiju power, and everybody puts on the suits, and they say like we see Ichikawa get an 8% of kaiju power. They say on average, if you hit 10%, then you're pretty well. You're probably gonna pass. However, there's multiples of people that hit like 18, 15, 14%. And then we have our big star, Shinomiya. She hits 47%. She is like the highest number ever recorded. She is OP as fuck. And then Kafka puts on his suit. And what's it called? Tachibana is like, "Hey, I've never seen a 0 in my life." Lo and behold, a 0 from Kafka. He's got no kaiju power, but that's simply because of the fact that he's already a kaiju and he hasn't transformed. And he's trying his damnedest not to transform because it kind of discredits all the other test takers. And plus, he doesn't want to get shot up because he's the infamous kaiju number 8 that everybody in the country is looking for. So he doesn't want to bring that attention to himself. But realistically, if he used his kaiju powers, he'd be able to kill other kaiju with a single punch, and he'd be able to just run laps around everybody, all the people, without any effort whatsoever. So he's like, but I'm not going to do that. So the episode continues, and basically they're in the field. They've got all these like contained kaiju, and everybody's trying to kill them. Kafka nearly dies, per usual, but he gets like really fucked up. And there's a caveat that says that, hey, if you get too damaged, we're going to implement a defense mechanism in your suit that protects you as best as you can. But be warned, you may still die. And if the defense mechanism activates, then you fail the test. So basically, after he breaks he gets basically crunched by a kaiju, and Shinomiya ends up saving him. And throughout this whole episode, Shinomiya is just talking shit. But she's pissed off because she saw Kafka in the parking lot in the previous episode literally lift up a car by the front and place it in a parking spot. And she's like, I want to see that power. I want to see this Kafka. I don't want to see this pussy ass Kafka that's in front of me. And so basically, she's pissed off after saving him. And Tachibana with Shinomiya there, or not Shinomiya, I'm sorry, with what's her face? With Ashino there. He's like, hey, you've received critical damage. I think it's best we activate it. And he just starts seeing life flash before his eyes. And he really has this like resounding, like, what's it called? This resounding resolution that is just like, hey, Like, I determined my life. I've worked my entire life for this. This is my last shot. I'm not going to go out like this. And despite having broken legs and shins and dislocated shoulders, he stands up, and that's where the episode ends. And as he stands up, by the way, that 0% on his kaiju power, he gets 0.01. So we got 1/10 of a percentage point, which is funny from that piece. So I can't believe you're not watching Kaiju number 8, Matt. This is so good.
I originally had it, and then it was like, oh, it's a Twitter exclusive. It's like, I'm not fucking watching this then. And then it's like, oh, by the way, change of plans. JK, a week before it airs, we're going back to Crunchyroll. It's like, well, I got my thing fucking booked, so I'm gonna wait till it's over.
Is there nothing you can drop?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I dropped 2 series already.
I have nothing more dropping.
Not even Fable?
There's something about it. It's stupid as fuck, but
we're gonna talk about Fable.
I know,
but
I would say it's very fucking stupid. But it's just like I can't look away.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Moving on, Tsukimichi. Tsukimichi is lit. Tsukimichi is one of those underrated things. Like, you think like isekai, OP character. Excuse me. Cold. Isekai, OP character. You think you've seen them all, right? Like, no, there's politics involved here. And on top of it, like, the isekai character basically wants to side with the bad guys, but he still has the good in him, and he gets pissed off when the bad guys do shit. So basically, to recap a couple episodes, we get to the final team battle, and we have all these dignitaries, things of that nature, and Makoto is trying to figure out, how he wants to proceed with the demons. So he contacts Reina and tells Reina, like, hey, I'm thinking about joining you guys, but before I do, I need you to withdraw all of your demon forces from the city. I understand you have them there, and I've been tolerating them here, but I want them gone. And Reina says, okay, no problem. So meanwhile, we head to the final team battle, and we get 3 of our participants from Makoto's team going against, I think his name is Ilmegund or something like that. Ilmegund, something along those lines. And he's the asshole noble that basically has everything set up for him. However, we get his backstory. And his backstory is really interesting in the fact that he originally was trying to link up with one of the blue-haired girls whose name I'm forgetting. Let me see if I can pull these names up. Well, where the fuck is Tsukimichi? Tsukimichi. Okay, here's Tsukimichi. Now let me go to characters. Do I find where's the blue-haired girl? There's Ruria. It's her name, Ruria. There's a Ruria. The backstory is basically Ilmegun tries to go after Ruria, and they were childhood friends. And then the Iromugand is his name, actually. Nonetheless, we'll call him Gand. We see them as childhood friends before what's her face? Ruria's country falls down to the demons, and they send her and her older sister Ava, who works as a bookkeeper in the school and who's really close with Makoto. And so basically, before everything happens, Makoto summons Ava over to the bookstore to help her. And I love Ava's perception is like, I owe him a favor. I'll do whatever he asks for. And she's like starting to think of her getting fucked by Makoto. So that's hilarious. But Makoto doesn't ask that. Makoto asks a particular question, and we don't see what the question is initially. But Ava's taken aback. She's like, oh my God, are you serious? And then he's like, you don't have to give me your answer now. Just mull on it, sit on it for a little bit. And so we get the backstory, like I said, with Gand and Ruria. And basically, as we said, they were childhood friends. The thing happened. And then when they reconnect years later, we see Ruria doesn't recall who Gand is. And Gand takes great exception to that, including the fact that when she tells her story about how, like, yeah, my parents sent me away to protect me, Gand and his friends have this like superior like thought process, how nobles should go into battle and nobles should protect the weak, and you were a noble, so you should have gone into battle to protect your land and protect your weak, and if you died, you would have died a noble cause, but now you live here as a waitress, as a coward. And that's where we get the opening scene of season 2, which was in Core 1, where we see Makoto see Ruria get bullied, and he just beats the fucking shit out of them, basically. And so Gand has this like supreme hate for Kuzunaha, which is basically Makoto. He has this supreme hate, so much so that he links up with a particular student and, basically wants power. And so the student gives him some steroids, some magical steroids, and they make him feel like shit. And they're like, hey, I know, like, she's like, basically, Gand is like, these aren't working. I need stronger shit, and I need it now. And he's like, okay, here's your stronger steroids, your stronger magical steroids. They do come with side effects, so do be aware of that. But we don't know what the side effects are. And she's like, hey, just as a token of my gratitude, here's a nice amulet that you can bring around your neck. And he puts it on. Basically, he gets his ass kicked in the battle despite having super fucking human powers and shit. And then eventually those steroids and the amulet turn him into a demon. And we find out the woman that he spoke to was the demon Rina from that piece. And Rina, at the beginning in Core 2, basically Makoto told her, like, hey, if you do anything in the city, if you attack anybody in the city, I will kill you. Rina agrees. And so she not only does she turn Gand into a demon, she turns 50 other random humans in the city into demons themselves. And now they're causing chaos across the city. And so Makoto is pissed off. This is happening, and he feels decepted. However, Rina and everyone else around her, and including some of Makoto's inner circle, is like, she's not directly attacking. She's just causing the attack, but she's not literally attacking. You told her she cannot attack. You didn't say anything about anybody else that she's associated with. So Makoto's pissed off. And now we get the tension because basically Makoto wants to go and save everybody. He's pissed off that he got basically had by Rina the demon. However, Tomoe is like, hey, you don't have to go save everybody. If you do, if you don't save everybody, then some of your rivals may be killed and you'll be able to better set yourself up because your rivals are dead. So this is a good thing. And so he actually agrees with Tomoe and he's like, all right, I'll let you guys handle handle the town, do whatever. I'm going to take care of the dignitaries because as the stadium evacuates when Gan turns into a demon, the dignitaries are all there and they're stuck. So he and Tomoe, excuse me, go up to the presidential box, the king's box, and they escort them all to safety with the exception of Gan's father, who is a direct, aide to the king. And they go down, they try to speak sense to Gand. Gand doesn't work, he's not listening. And the crown prince, goes to attack one of the demons that happens to slip into the stadium and gets rebuked quickly. Makoto is able to catch him and catches him by the chest. And he looks down because he feels something soft. And the crown prince is really a crown princess disguised as a prince. And so she's automatically embarrassed and she's like, she's like, I'll explain the details later after she just accidentally got felt on by Makoto. But Makoto goes, saves them, and basically tells Mio and Shiki, like, hey, I want you to let my students fight Gand. If you think they're about to die, step in. Otherwise, just give them direction, let them have the experience, and let's see what happens. If they die, they die. But let's hope that doesn't happen. And eventually, after like a long struggle between the students and Gand, they're able to use their powers combined and shoot the amulet that Gand had around his neck. That was basically the center of his power, and they're able to take down Gand to end the episode. So really good shit in Tsukimichi. I'm really happy for this. Moving on, we got two more. We're gonna go with Unnamed Memory. Unnamed Memory is another sleeper, in my humble opinion. Unnamed Memory, the episode, I will just go with the latest episode. The latest episode focuses a lot on Tanasha. And Tanasha basically sees Oscar and sees how powerful Oscar is. And Oscar wants to get, more powerful within reason. However, Tanasha uses this opportunity to basically forge Oscar into being like an ultimate weapon, both for himself as well as herself, because they're foreshadowing that something's going to happen where he'll need to kill Tanasha. And Oscar just refuses. He flat refuses to do this. And actually, I could talk about it briefly later on. I'll tread backwards really quick in a little bit. But so the episode largely focuses on Tanasha training Oscar to get to the point where he can kill her. And Oscar kind of knows, but he's not 100% certain. So he's just going with the training, so forth and so on. Meanwhile, we get an envoy from a particular country of mages whose name I'm forgetting. And basically, they know Tanasha's real name, which is like Aita or something along those lines. And basically, they call her by her name, and Tanasha is pissed. They're like, "Who the fuck are you? You've never even climbed my tower to even earn the right to speak to me. Be gone, you fucking little fuck." Right? And basically, we find out that this nation, this envoy, they're full of bad guys. And we see later on toward the end of the episode, basically, that the bad guy in particular, he's a priest. He ends up getting ate by like some mythical wolf. But the mythical wolf, as we find out, is being controlled by a maid. And we see this maid as Oscar's maid. So basically, there's a mole in the palace who's basically the leader of the mage army that Oscar and everybody else don't realize yet. So it's very interesting from that perspective. On top of that, with the mage army, I forgot to mention, with the mage army, they have 200 to 300 mages. Every other country in this world, excuse me, only has anywhere from 20 to 30 in their army, and they've got 200 at minimum. So pretty big deal. Something's going to go down from that perspective. I can talk briefly about episode 2 of Unnamed Memory, but basically it focuses around a new witch who we also do see in episode 3 as well. So I think this new witch is going to be a featured character. Her name is Lucretia, and she is the witch of the Forbidden Forest. And so Lucretia deals a lot in apothecary. And as like a playful like little like thing, she curses Oscar. And she curses Oscar with having like really erotic and sexual dreams. However, Tanasha recognizes this immediately, that like it masks itself as like, erotic dreams, but it's stealing his life force away. So in preparation for episode 3, the reason why I bring this up is because obviously Oscar is focused on Tanasha and is thinking about having sex with Tanasha. And so Tanasha, in order to break him of this curse, has to go into the dream and force Oscar to kill the dream version of her. And they're in bed, they're about to make love, and you see Oscar wring his hands around her neck and fucking snap it to kill it. And Oscar wakes up in like a piece of sweating, like, frenzy. And, Tanasha's like, "Good work. You did what you had to do. You killed me." And Oscar is pissed off, like, "No, don't ever make me kill you. Like, that was so fucked up. Like, da 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 da." And Tanasha's like, "Yeah, you'll be fine. Get some rest. Good night." And she fucks off. And then we see her after she fucks off. She goes to see Lucretia and is just pissed off, talking shit, like going off on Lucretia, like, "Yo, you could have killed him, da 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 da," whatever, back and forth. But Lucretia, as I'm sorry gift, gives Tanasha 2 vials, one that has his blood and one that has his sperm that she was able to extract out during the dreams, and said these are the 2 pieces to like his curse that you may help you best serve figure out how to break it. So here's my I'm sorry gift. Use these and figure it out. So nonetheless, interesting stuff from that perspective. And then the final one that I'll go over this week is going to be Vampire Dormitory. This is such like a yaoi-esque sojo without the actual yaoi, but with the yaoi vibes, it's really funny from that piece. But nonetheless, we basically see the focus being more on what's her face? Give me a second. Where is fuck? Oh, my neck hurts. Mito and Ruka. And basically, Mito continues to dance really close to the fact that people are going to find out she's a woman. And it's interesting because we see this love triangle between Ren and Ruka. And basically, we see Ren is genuine with his feelings. And we find out like the reason why is because his mother, who was his only parent, ran off with a vampire and left him by himself. So that's why he hates vampires. And he doesn't want to see this nice, innocent boy in Mito get overtaken by the vampires, this evil Ruka. And Ruka, from his perspective, really thinks that Mito's a boy. And he's like, I'm just using you to just, drink blood. But, like, ideally, I need to find my soulmate. My soulmate is what's going to allow me to become king of the vampires. But his soulmate can't be a guy. It's always a woman. Always a woman. But he finds himself falling for Mito under his boy like impression. And he's flustered, he's frustrated because he's like, "Am I gay? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm falling so hard for Mito." And he tries to shun away, he tries to break away. can't do it. But eventually, he comes to kind of a realization, like, hey, like, you're only temporary, but I'm gonna love you like a friend. And I love you as a friend. You're a precious friend to me, and that's what we're gonna be. And this kind of upsets Mito for a good little bit, because she's starting to really like Ruka, himself, herself, itself. It's a weird dynamic from that piece. And then the other episode kind of follows with them going on a camping trip, as a welcome party for Mito. And, there's a lot of back and forth and things of that nature. But we see a particular scene where Mito goes to the bath. It's a glamping trip. So she goes into the onsen, and she's by herself. She takes off her clothes, and she's a woman in the bath. Meanwhile, Ren sees the opportunity and sees Ruka by himself. Or not Ruka, I'm sorry, Ren by himself. Or not Ren, damn it, Mito. Sees Mito by himself. And is like, I'm going to talk to him. So as he's about to open the shower door, he notices there's a woman in the shower door. And it looks like Mito. And she's like, is that Mito? And then he calls out his name. And basically, she fucking like dives in, puts her wig on. And she's like, hey, what's up? Da 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 da. And then he's like, I'm going to join you, because it's a mixed bath. And he's like, whoa. Mito's like, why would you join me? And Ren is like, oh, well, it's a mixed bath. Like, she's like, yeah, but I'm naked. Like, so we're two guys. We see each other naked. We both have dicks. It's all good, right? And Mito, of course, is embarrassed to see fucking Ren's dick, because she doesn't have a dick. So it was kind of funny from that piece. But again, they keep running into the parallels where, Mito almost found out. And then as we get toward the end of the episode, I think it's 4 or 3. Nonetheless, excuse me. We see that in order to solve like the whole like, am I gay? Let's not be gay situation with Ruka and Mito. Ruka tells Mito, let's get you a boyfriend. A girlfriend. And she's like, huh? So then, of course, one of the other vampires, what's it called? Takara, basically sets up a mixer. And we see these girls there, and the mixer is interesting because one of the girls immediately calls out to Mito and says, like, hey, I want to talk to you. And as they talk, we find out that the girl isn't interested in Mito, but interested in Ruka. But this hurts Mito because, again, she sees Ruka romantically. But because she has to portray the boy, she can't cross those lines and those boundaries. So it's an interesting dynamic because at this stage, Mito wants to come out. Mito wants to just say, like, I'm really a girl. And it would change everything. There would be no show if she just came out and said, I'm a girl, because then Ruka would just absolutely be in love with her from that piece. But she doesn't. And so it causes some consternation from that piece. And Ruka, from his perspective, is also jealous, despite the fact he wants her to have a girlfriend. He's like, I can't watch this, because they were tailing her. So he fucks off back to the restaurant. But Ren stays. It was Ren and Ruka tailing. Ren stays. Ren comes up to Mito and is like, hey, are you okay? And sees Mito crying. So he comforts Mito. And there's something within Ren that snaps. And he starts getting afflicted by some sort of curse. And the episode ends with him like yelling at Mito, like, get away or you're going to die. Get away. This thing I have is going to come out. And Mito's like, what's going on? End episode.
Nice. Is that all you?
Yeah, 30 minutes or so, roughly, right? 25 minutes, something like that, I suppose.
Yep, around there. All right, I got 4. I got 4 shows, so let's just get to it. Grandpa and Grandma, they turn young again.
Yep.
Right now, it is Grandma and Grandpa go to their granddaughter's culture festival. They hang out, they check it out, because they really haven't really.
The granddaughter doesn't know that they're young.
Oh yeah, no. The parents and the kids and the grandkids know that they're young.
Okay.
Yeah, they all know.
Okay, I'd missed that part when you were probably talked about it in the previous.
They know. Okay. Basically, they never got a chance to experience the cultural festival, so that's what they're doing now. And if it got to where Grandma was wearing one of the sailor uniforms, and looks great in it.
Yep.
And there was a cafe type thing, like a maid cafe, whatever. And they're short staffed.
Oh.
So the grandfather does it in a butler outfit.
Oh.
Because the people across from the classroom are like professional chefs and all that. That's why they're going there.
Yeah.
But they got people want the grandfather because it looks fucking.
Is it like an
handsome.
all-girl school?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone, so even like people of all ages were going to the other cafe because the grandfather's the butler, so he's just charming everyone and all this.
Yeah.
So he calls all the women like my lady type of thing to be like proper.
My lady.
Yep. So it's like I fucking he's a husband of contender grandfather.
Did your heart go doki doki for him?
He's a sweetheart. I gotta say that.
No.
But so that was a good gist of it. But you weren't here when me and Chris talked about it from last week. When they're in the dream of the hourglass, when it flips, they go back to the other age.
So in their dreams, they're old.
If they see, they see it, and in the hourglass, if they flip it, when they wake up, they're the old age. And
so they can basically interchange between being old and young.
Yeah, but if they see in their dreams, they could do that if they want to.
Oh, so they can wake up old if they want to?
If they touch the hourglass in their dream to flip it.
And then they just have to wait.
It's like reverse in time type of thing.
Yeah, but if they're old and they see the hourglass, they can flip it and they go back to being young.
Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds great. That sounds really beneficial if you want to get the senior AARP meal for the day. And you go back to bed and you're like, I want to go to the club and not stand out. And you flip it.
It'll probably, I think just consequences they do it, like it'll fuck up their body.
You gotta think so. Because I was just literally thinking that about your show. I was like, I feel like they're gonna pull the bait and switch. It's gonna get pulled out from under them, and then that's it. And I think I lost Matt. Son of a bitch. Damn Tesla internet. There he is.
I can hear you.
I could not hear you. You were frozen as can be.
Okay. But no, I feel like there's consequences for if they keep doing it because when grandfather turned old again, like he still had stuff from like the younger, like his strength and all the stamina, but like it's gonna go away. It's gonna fucking go away soon. Yeah, you're gonna fucking deplete a little quicker.
Yeah, you'd think.
But this time grandma had the dream about the hourglass, but she didn't just touch it. She broke it.
Oh no!
So it's leaking a little. And what happens is she turns young, like a younger. Like
she's a little girl now.
She's like a teenager now.
Instead of being in her 20s.
Yeah. So then that was the cliffhanger. I'm like, what the fuck?
So she's gonna turn into a Shota. Or not Shota, Loli.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Or how they're gonna fix it if they can fix it. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, how'd you break it?
Because she's an anime woman and they're klutzy.
She fucking leaned on it. It's like it's crack. Okay, sure.
Shaking my head.
But no, it was really nice, and now I'm intrigued of what's gonna happen next. Moving on, Train to the End of the World. This is a trip. This is fucking trippy.
Telling you, bro, just get high. Have you gotten high as a kite yet and watched it?
I should. I really should.
Dude, just get fucking like balls fucking just like blitzed out of your fucking mind.
I would love to. Yeah. You weren't here last week, but Akira, one of the girls, she is not feeling well because of the mushroom. Because
you don't say.
No, like there's a mushroom that grew out of her butt.
Oh, that's even weirder.
Yeah, apparently she didn't wipe when she went to the bathroom, or she sat on a mushroom and that happened. I don't know. We don't know how it happened. We don't know.
But she's got a mushroom STD.
But they pulled the mushroom out, and apparently with the mushroom, when you pulled it out...
Was it like on the cheek, or was it near the hole?
I don't know. Probably.
You don't know. Okay.
No, they don't... Like, we don't go... They don't go, like... you don't see under her skirt. No.
Okay, it's not that type of animal.
But you just saw the wiggle of mushroom when it was under her skirt, and they thought it was a tail, but no, it was a fucking mushroom. But yeah, when they pulled the mushroom out, she kind of lost part of herself, like bent, like as a person, like she's like acting completely different now because of it. So like, what the fuck? So when they went to this small town, it's like a fucking toy town. Like everyone's small. Like the buildings are small, the people are small.
Small world. Okay.
Yep. And what you call it with Shizuru and Reimi, they were looking there, and tanks were like shooting at them, but since they're tiny, it doesn't fucking hurt. What the fuck? Like, stop it. Yeah. Eventually, they got caught, and they were tied up, restrained on the helicopter blade.
Okay.
I was like, fucking hardcore. I guess that's the only thing that's big enough to like hold them.
Oh, a fucking helicopter. Okay.
So the fucking what you call it? The fucking soldiers like, don't, hey you lady, tell them like keep an eye on them, make sure they don't leave. And it's like this cleaning lady type of thing. And one of them's like, well, I gotta pee. So if you don't let me go, I'm gonna piss on the helicopter and on the grass that you're cleaning up right now. You don't want that mess now, do you?
It's just piss.
It's like, no, hold on, I can't let you. And the other one's like, now I gotta pee. So you got two people that gotta go to the bathroom. So let us out. So I let him out, and basically, they have one of the doctors held hostage that helped make the 7G, Makoto, and turns out she knew Zenjiro, the guy that basically is like brain dead, like a chicken head, like he's like a chicken, and you find out how that happened.
Yeah.
Basically, when they were being experimented on, they were gonna basically give the professor a lobotomy. And Zendra, the conductor, kind of like pushed her away. He's like, I gotta just run. And basically the guy just hammered the nail in his head and like get rid of his brain. So, but yeah, basically the two girls wanted the doctor to see, hey, what's wrong with Akira? Can we fix her type of thing? Eventually do it. We had a nice little action sequence with Reimi just like throwing tanks and all this. Because, they're trying to shoot at her. They're throwing her like she's going King Kong and shit. So it's fucking awesome. They get the professor back to the train to look at Akira. And it's like, well, have you... Okay, since she's acting like this after you tore up the mushroom, have you had her eat a mushroom? Because she still thinks he's a mushroom type of thing. So they tried that. Didn't work.
She just trips dicks, right?
No. And so Reimi basically takes one of Akira's books, rips up the pages because in a flashback, they're fight, but they're really friends. And she's a bookworm, so it's like, you know what? I'm going to take your book, your favorite book, I'm going to rip it, and she feeds it down Akira's throat. Like, maybe this will help you. It does. Akira wakes up, she's pissed. Like, why'd you rip up my fucking book? Like, you're back to normal, great.
This was ever a candidate for like episodes 1 through 11 where just a crazy dream and she wakes up in episode 12. This would be it.
I don't see that happen.
You're praying it doesn't happen.
It better not, but
because that's Matt's favorite trope. Everybody.
Yeah, my favorite. But 21 more stops until they get to where they gotta go. I can't wait. There's no way they're gonna end all this in one season. I feel like it's gonna need one more, but we'll see.
One stop an episode, basically.
I thought it was like that, because from episode 1 it was 31 stops, but now we're on episode 4. It's like 21 stops. So depends how they do it. They might. I don't know how, but again, I feel it'll be just dependent on.
I'd laugh if they get through the 31 stops. They get to the end of the line, and episode 2 is a transfer. They get transferred to another train. And go another 21 stops.
Right now, that's the only train. So, there's the only train track, and it's the only train around so far. So, we'll find out. Moving on, the girls' band Cry. Nina, Momoka, Subaru, they're doing practice after a successful outdoor show. And Subaru is acting weird. So, basically, it got to the point where she lets practice early. They're like, what happened? Well, it's probably a boyfriend or some shit. The next day, I quit the band. Like, what the fuck? Why are you quitting the band?
I want to be a band.
No, she does. But turns out that Subaru's grandmother is visiting. And Tendo Awa, she is the one that basically who's forcing her granddaughter to be an actress because her daughter didn't want to do it. So basically, live up to you are my legacy. All this pressure. because Subaru was named after the grandmother's career making film.
Mm.
So again, all this pressure and shit on Subaru. And it's like, oh, are these your friends? Like, oh yeah, they're actors too. Yeah, like they're not bandmates, they're actors, sure.
Every time I think of Subaru, I just think of ReZero and the car.
And which one?
The car. Like the
Oh,
car
the
brand
car
Subaru.
Subaru. Oh, the car
Yeah.
Subaru.
Yeah. So when you ever hear things Subaru, I'm thinking ReZero.
Yes.
My dad's old fucking truck. Does oh no, I'm sorry, that's Isuzu. Never mind, wrong one. But yeah, nonetheless. Continue.
The grandma was like, "Oh, how about all three of you do acting practice?" Like, oh no, because
Okay, Cody
you can't
Rhodes.
act.
Okay, Cody Rhodes.
Exactly. Yeah, of course, Momoka, she sucks at this. She's just going with emotions. Nina did okay, but she kind of did a guilt trip to Subaru without really saying it. It's like, so why'd you leave me? Or like say, like, why'd you leave us type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Basically, Nina's trying to tell Subaru, like, hey, you should actually tell your grandmother you don't want to be an actor, just you want to do your own thing. I say, okay, fine. She'll tell her during the shooting for a TV show that she got. It's a side role, but wants this. Nina was talking to the grandmother for a little bit, how it makes her happy that Subaru was doing this little escapade with her. And as Subaru was about to tell the grandmother, Nina just grabbed it, like, oh, wait, we gotta go. Hold on, like, we'll be back. And then fucking Subaru yells at her, like, you wanted me to tell her. I was about to. Why'd you stop? He's like, oh, I don't know. You know what? Does she really have to know right now? Like, I saw your grandmother happy. Not just fuck it. Just don't let it interfere with the band type of thing. Tell her another time, I guess. So it's like, all right, fine. Then they're back to doing band rehearsal. No new song yet. We don't get the other two band members yet. Hopefully soon. I can't wait for them. Chris says I'm gonna like one of them. The pianist. We'll see.
The penis, huh?
Exactly. Last one, Delicious in Dungeon, and holy fuck, this is so good. I love this show. But basically, we picked up where we left off where Laos told Shuro about how they brought Fallon back with the ancient magic, and this is what's causing tension. And Shuro's basically telling him, like, I gonna have to report this, because ancient dark magic is taboo. No. You're not allowed. But Chochuk kind of interrupted them, letting them know there was a harpy attack in the cooking group. And basically allows all that they all get into action. Benichidori and Hain were defeated. And they look up at this what's going on, and it's Phelan. It's the sister. She is now transformed into this dragon chimera. And they were trying to stop her. This thing's powerful as fuck. Looks like Laos was trying to go for this. Yeah, snitch. Laos was about to go in for the kill, but Fallon spoke his name, and that made him like, I can't do this type of thing. But Kabru, he was onto something, because when she was distracted, he was stabbing her multiple times, like in the chest, the gut.
Oh.
But she didn't die. She did not die. Looks
like anime.
No, it looks like the main organs are not on the human part of the body, but more on the dragon part of the body. It's again, she's a chimera, so she like.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So since the red dragon scales are fucking good luck trying to get through it, that's probably where her organs are, and not the human part of the body.
Can't you bleed out as human? That's why I gave you that funny face. I was like, so she didn't bleed out because she's human, part human. Like that's how humans die; they bleed out.
Like she's healing, so. But anyway, they try to fight it off, and she she retreats for now. So they're trying to recuperate, check up everyone. Is everyone okay? Allows tells Shiro to basically, like, all right, let's fall back. Like, we gotta get more supplies. We need more men. Hey, tells Lao, hey, you don't still got to probably tell people this, that what you did. And he's like, yep, fine. Like, not like I'm not like I'll explain myself, but nothing I can do about it. They have a little dinner party. Then basically, it's time for the next adventure. How are they gonna beat this chimera? How are they gonna get? Are they gonna get the supplies they need? Is anyone else gonna join the army?
A giant gun.
There's no gun. But
Oops,
I
has a comment for you. Said that you undersold how gruesome that scene was.
You talking about with the stabbing? I said it was stabbing. Like, there was blood everywhere. Like, got in the stomach, got the tit.
Oh no, not the movie.
No. He was killing. He was out for the kill.
Oh,
Trying to help out, but that's where Lau's like, hey, let's not
Jody Artist
motherfucker.
Huh?
Yes, basically. Again, no, this is still just great stuff. Like I said, it has a chance to take it for the season. I don't know yet.
That's wild.
It is. So they gotta keep it going. We got 7 more.
Where would you have ranked it in winter? Number 1?
In winter, I had it. Oh, sorry. Yes. She killed 8 people. That's right. She did kill 8 people.
She's a serial killer. Got it.
Yes. No, it's the dungeon. They come back to life. It's fine. It's fine. People die before.
That's not what happens in the dungeons and solo leveling.
But no, in this dungeon, people died. The fucking dwarf girl in like core 1, they got fucking headshot. And that's fine. Heal it. Let's see, their souls is intact in the dungeon. It's like a chain, so that they can't fully escape. So it just goes back down into the bodies.
That's weird.
That's how the dungeon is.
What the fuck?
No. For winter, I think I had it at 6 or 5.
And now you're saying
but the fact I had so much.
Now you have so much now, and fucking you're
saying,
but
a lot of them aren't hidden like dungeons, except for like a few. Like maybe Mishoku if it picks up, maybe Konosuba if it keeps with the hilarity.
No, it's fucking hilarious. All right.
Spice and Wolf don't count till summer.
Nope.
And Demon Slayer when it comes out, no, get the fuck out of here. My Hero Academia, no, it won't end until summer. Maybe like a quarter way from fall at this point. Jellyfish, I love it, but I can't put it above Dungeon. Duke, I don't know.
Nah, that's pretty
depends no, probably not. It really depends how they do it, but I'm not like there's like no way. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard right now. Like only a very rare few shows that have a chance to beat it.
Interesting, sir. Interesting.
Yeah. So that is it for me.
Fantastic.
Now we go together. The Fable.
I dropped it after this episode because I just have more important things to do than sit there and watch fucking this crazy mess.
I will say though, I fucking love the OP.
It's good. It's
I
nice.
like Ali, so
I have other OPs I prefer, but it's
no. There's others I prefer too, but it's like no, because I can bounce to it.
Sure.
But pick it up where they left off. With what's the guy's name? Takeshi.
Who the
guy with Akira?
Oh, the fucking
Ebihara,
yeah, the dweeb, yeah. No. What?
No, the second in command, Fable's manager.
Oh, Ebihara.
Yeah. Yeah, Ebihara takes Akira out. I was like, hey, see that guy there? Kill him.
Yep. You can do it in 6 seconds, right?
But he doesn't kill him.
Nope.
But he gets him in the throat.
Yep.
And it goes down. Oh, wow. He really is the Fable. Like, oh, wait. He's alive.
Kill him.
Why didn't you kill him? It's like, well, I don't want to do this for the year. I want to follow up what my boss said. I never lived life. I want to live life.
He's like, I don't kill for fun. You're asking me to kill for fun. This isn't fun.
Yeah. It's like, well, okay. She shoots him.
He just shoots him in the head.
Like, why'd you shoot him? Well, he was a fucking rapist and a murderer.
No, he did. No, they said he did everything but murder.
Yeah, he was a rapist. He was all this. Like, fuck him. Like, let's fuck this guy.
Yeah, for real. And plus, he owes us money, and that's the big deal.
That was the big thing. So they're cool for now.
Yep.
But on the other end, we go to Yoko and Sunagawa. I think the guy's name is the old guy ish.
Excuse me.
Or is it?
I got the things up.
It wasn't the guy with the blonde hair, right? No, because he was with Akira.
Is it Kojima?
Is it Kojima?
Oh, it is Takahashi. It's
So
Katsuya.
right. Okay.
It's Takahashi, yeah. Takahashi is with Yoko.
Okay. But yeah, Takahashi is with Yoko, and they're drinking, hanging out.
They're drinking a lot.
A lot, yes. She getting drunk.
Do you know what 13 shots of tequila is, Matt? Have you ever experienced 13 shots of tequila?
No, I'm not an alcoholic, so tell me, Ethan.
It is bad. Let me tell you what. 13 shots is bad. I think the most I've had in a night is like 8 or 9, and I don't remember.
Don't remember.
I don't remember whether it was 8, 9, or 10.
So,
I don't know.
So get vodka, or you have like a memory wipe. Vodka tequilas.
No, forget it. I can't do vodka. I did like 7 shots of vodka, like 3 fucking 3 or 4 freaking what's it called? Screwdrivers, a couple White Claw, and my face was in the toilet a few hours later.
You're like, I don't want to.
Yeah, my face was in the toilet. My friends were like rubbing my back. One of my friends stepped in the vomit because I thought I got everything in the toilet, but apparently I didn't, and she didn't realize it either. So that was one hell of a night. So that's why I don't really try to fuck with vodka too much, or I do it in very small amounts. Tequila I fuck with a lot, but after about like 6, 7, you're pretty trashed on average, I'd say. Like at the party on Wednesday, we had 6 or 7, and I was pretty fucking trashed. So yeah, 13 shots of tequila, you end up like Takahashi with your face in the toilet, fucking throwing up.
Yeah, and basically thinking everything is a lemon, like the napkin, the
phone, a lighter.
It's not like lemon.
Lemon.
Yeah, and she takes him home. He's like, oh my god, he's so fucking cute.
It's weird. The guy is splashed out of his mind. I bet you he didn't even brush his teeth or have mouthwash after he threw up.
Oh, no.
And you're just like, oh, the smell of vomit and fucking stupidity.
It's like,
oh, it makes me
he's like, I should fuck him.
What?
So she's in her bra and panties. Like, hey, come here. Come to me. Come to mommy, basically.
Like a fucking dog.
And
he treated him like a puppy.
And he's passed out.
He passed out in his own drool, being caught up in a vacuum under a chair, under a table. He's like a bathroom because she wrapped the vacuum around him and put him under a table and then put a chair in his way and said, come here. If you can get out of this, you can come get this pussy. You can't even get hard after 13 shots of alcohol. I highly doubt that.
No.
Erectile dysfunction to the max.
Yeah, because doesn't like drinking alcohol like get rid of your erection type of thing? Like I'm drinking a lot, or is it like beer?
No, it depends. I get whiskey dick sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't get whiskey dick nearly as much as I don't nut when I'm fucking. When I'm like super fucking shit faced, I could fuck, but I just can't. I can't get over that hump to bust. I just can't do it. Yeah. TMI on today's show.
Well, it's not the
Oh, I
worst
just gave
TMI.
it up.
It's not the worst TMI you said.
It's not. No, it's not.
It's really not.
It's male anatomy involving alcohol.
You're holding back. You're holding back. You're using 10% of your powers.
Oh, I can certainly give you stories.
No, don't.
Anyway,
but no. Yeah, that was the gist of the episode.
it was just really the second half of the episode because after they have the whole thing, you did skip over how even though fucking he didn't kill the guy, what's his face, Ebihara wanted Fable to fucking kill the guy and had a gun to his head, and he's like, Fable's looking at him like, you can't reach me from there. Your bullets will never touch me from there. And he's like, I'm just gonna get closer. I'm just gonna get closer. I'm just gonna get closer. And he's like, are you really? He basically called his bluff.
I mean, sure, but again, we're trying to not do play-by-plays.
Yeah, I know. And then the other guy too, he was going to shoot him. He's like, your gun's not even loaded. He's like, click, 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 click. It's not. Yeah, cock the hammer back. Fucking, put one in the chamber. Now try and shoot me. Nope. Sight. Throat hit. Ball punch. Out.
Also, guys, before we continue, we're not going to be talking about mysterious disappearances and voice actor radio. We're going to save that for next week.
Are we going to do 2 episodes? Oh, no. You had watched it beforehand and then did it to...
I watched disappearances, but you didn't watch today, so...
I didn't watch it today's, no.
And we already covered last week's.
Okay, so you watched it before last week's show and then did it?
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, and then no voice actor radio because we both didn't watch it.
Yeah, this week's episode. I do want to go back if I may because that voice actor radio last week's episode was pretty wow. That was pretty wow.
That was definitely wow.
Next cliffhanger.
Yep. So I can't wait to watch it tomorrow.
Likewise.
Let's see. Moving on, Misfit.
So hold on before we move on. So you're gonna keep this. I'm
keeping it for now, unless I find something that's incredibly stupid I don't want to watch anymore.
Okay. So I guess you keep me abreast on whether I should pick it up because now that I'm done with Sandland, I have the ability to keep watching it in theory, and then we'll be done with Kami. That as well. But then we'll have Demon Slayer and My Hero come out next week, I believe, as well, correct?
Yeah, we didn't have time, Chris.
Nope. Yeah, they come out next week, right?
What?
Demon Slayer and My Hero?
Yeah.
Or Saturday.
Yeah, My Hero comes out this Saturday. And I think Demon Slayer's a week after that. Yeah. Demon Slayer's next week.
Okay.
Yes. So, with their 8 episodes of fucking nothing. But I digress.
That should have been a movie. I know.
No. It's fucking stupid. But again, they're going to do episodes in a 6-chapter manga. What the fuck?
All right. Well, then you let me know about Fable, Matt. And if I have time, I will pick it up because I have a light next season. So that'll be good. I can add something else to it if I so desire, since this is a continual.
All right. But anyway. Moving on, basically is now this type of training exercise, like what's this teacher's name? Eldamad. It's like, well, it's gonna be a race. Get to that tree.
Okay, easy enough.
So dragons! This horrible CGI dragon.
It was really bad CGI dragon.
It's like, now this is.
It was on par with the Shield Hero turtle. It was on par with the Shield Hero turtle.
It was like, also, guys, you cannot use magic. That's the rule of this race, and you have a dragon. Have fun.
And in order for you not to die, you have to touch when you come back on the relay race. You have to touch this magic fucking orb that'll restore you, or not orb, glass, sand glass.
But if that gets destroyed,
you're dead. You're
dead. You're dead. You're dead for real. For real.
Yeah, you're worthless. Get the fuck off of our universe.
And fucking, what does Anashu Politicola do, Ethan?
Oh, there's a giant hole. Subjection. Take me to your leader. Okay. Yep. Dives in.
I'm going here. Okay.
We'll be back before class ends.
So you guys deal with the dragon.
And everyone's shocked because he's like, all he had to do was like look at them in the eye and talk to them, not realizing, because he's the fucking demon lord.
Yeah. Oh, he looks a lot like Anos, that Anos Voldigard guy.
Yeah. 6 months
Somehow,
old, remember. 6 months old.
like this is the CGI dragon. This really bothers me. It's worse than the Kamikatsu CGI monsters.
It's a bad CGI dragon. It is.
Shout out to Starband and Chris who are still watching for the when I mentioned Kamikatsu. But
I'll give it this though. I'll give it this. I'll give Shield Hero. Their CGI dragon was much better than this CGI dragon.
Yeah, the dragon's fine. Let's see. Now they're at this underground world. The place,
it's topsy turvy.
The place of Everstenzetta. Where this is where the judgment selection is held.
Yes.
Reach it in, Galahesta, Institute of Gods. Anos bestowed his place at the selection of 8 from the god who dragged him into this affair.
Whom we
There's
still do not
Anos,
know.
what?
I said who we still do not know.
Yeah, but Anos, Misha, Sasha, trying to decipher the history of the underground world, its creation. But a wee bit help from their observations.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them confronts them, one of the Holy Knights, Gazelle.
Gozzle.
Him too. He needs to goozle him.
Goozle. Call him Goozle.
He's gonna front face like he's gonna goozle him. He's gonna front like goozle the fucker.
Oh, he's Goozled him. Choke slam Jones.
Fuck you, I quit.
Wonder how AEW's doing.
Oh, crowd sucks apparently.
You said what sucks?
The crowd.
Oh.
Crowd sucks. Swerve's next opponent is Christian.
Who's next opponent?
Swerve.
Really?
For Double or Nothing.
Here comes the racist black jokes and coming from Christian. Because he talks about fathers. It's built in right there.
Just don't, just don't bring up Money Joe, like the gorilla, and then they're like, oh, fuck you. Racist.
I know, dude. Maybe Cornette was right, Swerve. Ooh.
Context people.
So stupid.
It is fucking stupid.
It is absolutely stupid.
Whatever.
Anyway.
But anyway, Anos beats the crap out of Gazelle.
Gozzle.
Gazelle. Fuck, I don't give a shit about him.
Call him Goozle.
Goozle. So Anos beats up Goozle by goozling him.
He Goozled the shit.
And also, he's a disciple of Gyrodal.
Whoever that god is. Yeah, him.
I don't know. His use is no more.
Yep, he's dead.
Yep. So, Arcana gives Anos this warning. I'm watching you. And basically, Anos is taking her word for it. I wonder how the class is doing.
They're all barely alive.
Yep. Congrats!
Yeah, you cannot subjugate one dragon.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No.
No.
Minor.
No. Anyway, moving on. Penultimate. Ninja Kamui.
So good. If you don't have this as a 5-star anime, I am questioning.
It's not a 5-star anime for me.
It's really?
No.
I guess I'm just that easy to please.
Yes, like I cannot put it above a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. Action's really cool. That's fine. I didn't like the CGI at the fight sometimes though. I'm glad they switched it in the last week.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. It's like it looks really weird, the Joe and Zai type of thing. Like, okay, we're going to do this. Like I get it, it's fine. But again, it's nice for what you're gonna get, but I can't give it a 5-star.
Easy in your top 10 though, right? Easy.
It's gonna be a top 10. I just don't know where.
Easy in top 10 for most everybody.
No, it's definitely top 10, and I will say it is probably the best Adult Swim original.
Yeah, because you had that one horror one that you fucking buried.
I had a horror one I hated, and Shenmue was okay. So
yeah, Shenmue was pretty mid by comparison.
Yeah, I like where they're going, but they skip so much shit. That's what infuriated me. But the horror one was bad. This one was very good. I don't know when the next one is, and we'll get Uzumaki in like 15 years when they decide to do those fucking 4 episodes. That's now on this.
I would be low-key scared. I would watch it, but I feel like do I watch it because that looks like pretty sketchy, scary to me.
I'm just mad. Like, what's the fucking problem?
It's too scary.
Good. It's supposed to be.
You know who should have it?
Be scary.
High Dive should have it.
Someone should fucking pick it up. Somebody.
I would fit High Dive perfect, I think.
I don't care who. It's a 4-episode show.
That's a Junji Ito, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fuck. But anyway, Logan is talking to what's his name? What's the old man's name? Kagari.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like basically he's explaining why everything is happening. Like this explains everything.
It does.
What's the main antagonist's name?
Yamaji.
Yamaji, sorry. Basically, we were gonna change our ways. We were trying to do this.
I love how, by the way, side note, his name is Yama. They like Yamaji.
Yeah.
Really, they're just saying old man Yama. I don't know why they don't just call him Yama. They have it like Yamaji, and that's technically a name, but when you really look at it, it just means old man Yama.
Right.
So, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. My little.
But
Japanese
again,
accent.
yeah, this is more of they were trying to change their ways, but they just cannot agree.
Nope.
Ninjas have to rule the world.
Yep.
No matter what. Fuck this. This is why we're doing this. This is why we killed your family. This is why all this. Don't get out of our way.
Nippon Banzai!
Pretty much. So we're going to do this by having these CGI Gundam mech ninjas. Kill everyone. Kill them all.
Yes.
We're going to rule the world. And while that's going on, fucking Mike does fisticuffs with another cop.
Give me a second.
What's that cop's name? Is it Jason?
No.
Or Eddie?
Might be Eddie. It's Eddie.
Eddie Reed, yeah. Old man for good tea?
Yeah.
Yep, Eddie. So Mike and Eddie, they were arguing in an interrogation room. Hold on. Then Eddie's like, turn off the cameras. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna fuck.
Whoever comes first loses.
Yes. Like if you come before me, I'll listen to you.
Cue that Donald Trump.
If you don't, you're getting the fuck out of here.
Do not come. I'm gonna come.
But no, they're fucking fighting. They're like doing like grappling.
Yeah, they beat the dog piss out of each other. Each of them has fucking black eyes, swollen face. Of course, they gave the black man swollen lips, racist ass motherfuckers. And they have like each of them has like a fucking like bloody gauze in their nostril.
Yeah,
broken noses.
Yeah, it's like you feel better. All right. Let's work together.
Yeah.
But we have fucking Joseph still throwing a hissy fit because he got betrayed. Oh, what a shock!
No surprise.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. This is fucking. But we get back to Kagari talking to Logan. He's like, "Hey, so if you died, why are you here?" Well, I don't have my ninja abilities anymore. I can't do anything.
But I'm secretly a cat, and cats have 9 lives, so I'm probably on live number 8.
Yep. I was like, "Yep, it's all cats, of course." How did I not see this?
Bro, cats are the supreme fucking pet.
They are. So I was like, okay, so why isn't he taking over the world now? Well, he has one obstacle. You. He's waiting for you. Here's his address. Go there. Go find him.
Did you go? You went over last week. His fucking his suit power. Yo, he's badass as fuck.
Yeah. No,
badass, bro.
I know. I can't wait. So we'll get that big showdown.
Spoiler: it'll be next week's finale, unless something blows it out the water this week.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
we'll see.
Again, depends on what the other stuff gives us. But if anything, we'll give it a preview.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
But But no, good. Like we finally get explanation for everything, why it's happening.
Bro, it fits. That's why it's hard for me not to rate it a 5. You didn't like the CGI. I'm less critical about things of that nature because I prefer
I
that.
don't mind. I don't mind CGI done right because again, fucking Girls Band Cry is mostly CGI.
I didn't think it was done wrong.
No, it's just it's just
the only CGI I've ever seen truly done wrong is the turtle from fucking the turtle from Shield Hero, the dragon from
and fucking Berserk.
And Berserk and Festivus. That made me hate it.
Berserk
Festivus or Cestus or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. The fucking really cool thought of Spartan anime that was done in CGI and looked horrendous. Hated that.
But I'm glad these fucking independent companies redoing that Berserk season.
Wonderful.
I can't fucking wait because it looks really good. It looks like the original Berserk show. So I think there's a trailer in a couple weeks for it. I can't fucking wait.
Ooh.
Plus, it helps that I got the Berserk Blu-ray too. So I was like, yes.
Guts.
Yep. And Griffith did nothing wrong, folks. If you're listening,
have they ever?
Nothing wrong.
I feel like if you have a character named Guts, you should have another one named Glory. No guts, no glory.
Maybe, yeah. You saw Bartenders today, right?
Yes, I did. That's the only one I watched today besides Sam.
Fucking, I like Kelvin a little bit.
I don't like Kelvin, but I appreciated his story very much.
I was really like, hey, that's fine. But basically, Ryu, Yuri, Kyoko, Kelvin, and was it just those four, right?
No, it was the other bartender name, the black-haired bartender. The dyke-looking bartender, she's hot.
Yeah, Yuri.
There was 5 of them. Let me get the bartender out. Give me a second.
So Ryu, or the granddaughter, Miwa. I think Miwa.
Yeah, Miwa is who you missed.
So Rhea, Miwa, Yuri, Kelvin, and Kyoko. They go to No, I'm not getting past the Golden Age arc.
That's what you showed on screen. Yep.
But anyway, they're all going to this bartender class thing for what was that whiskey?
Yamazaki. It's some Tory brand. Yeah, Yamazaki.
And basically, go there, learn some shit.
By the way, that's a real. It's everything about that is 100% real. Just so you know.
The drink or how they explain stuff.
No, that entire thing is real. The fucking Suntory whiskey's real. The location's real. The specific bottle that they have is real. Process is real. Like all that is actually genuinely real. I remember seeing distinctly that bottle at Total Wine, and that bottle goes for somewhere I guess because it's imported from here, it goes somewhere around I think $80 to $90 a bottle. It's quite an expensive bottle.
Yeah,
relatively. But yeah.
What you call it? Everyone's having a good time. They're talking about drinks, except for Kelvin. Because, he was trained. He's Mr. Perfect's protege.
Yep. He's perfect.
Yep. And he doesn't really care for drinks that he feels like joy. That's why he doesn't taste them. Doesn't care about making them.
Yep. He's just purely there to serve, and that's it. Whatever you want, I'll make
basically, it to the best. Wherever we have on the menu, wherever they ask for, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't care to taste them, especially if it's something he's not going to make.
Yep.
And Kyoko, you're like, man, he's a fucking downer.
Yeah.
He's hot, but he's a fucking downer. And of course, the group's gonna separate because Yuri and Kyoko are going bar hopping because Yuri has a bartending contest. One of the girls. Yeah, so basically they want to go to these bars to get different examples of different drinks.
Yeah.
So they're out of the picture. But we get to Ryu, Miwa, and Kelvin. And Ryu... Oh, sorry. Before that, though. Kelvin has a pouch because, Ryu gives him something for good luck, like a fortune.
Yeah.
He's like, is this fortune? And it says amulets.
Mm-hmm.
And that triggers something in him from his past.
Backstory.
And we're going to get to that in a bit because Ryu makes Kelvin try this certain whiskey.
Mm.
But there's something different about the whiskey. And this is where we get the background of is what happened to him 12 years ago.
Mm.
Basically, always following in his father's footsteps. Just whatever he says goes type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he met this girl. What was her name?
Chitose, I think.
Chitose, yes. Met Chitose, and she doesn't want to do what her family wants. She wants to be a dancer. He's seen her dance.
Yeah.
And they go to the festival together. They have fun. And it's basically like, come with me.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Nope.
He hasn't seen her since. He went to the building she worked in. It's closed.
Yep.
Doesn't know what she's up to. And Ryu makes this drink, puts a little bit of water in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this 12-year whiskey. So it's fit in for his 12-year little issues.
Mm.
And I liked how we talked about it. Like, you know, people just forget about it and all this. But like, you don't. You have that guilt. You want. So it's like regrets. You want to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he wants, and I get it.
No, and it was a really touching like scene because you know the fact that he did have so many regrets for like, not so many regrets, but he had that one regret for so long, and it's fundamentally changed like his existence. It's like pretty like wow.
Oh God, Jericho's back wearing trunks.
What?
Chris Jericho is no longer wearing pants.
I was more concerned. I was on my phone just now because Ryan Garcia, who just had a spectacular 3 knockdown performance against Devin Haney despite going overweight, tested positive for a fucking PED.
And Don Callis is with Orange Cassidy.
What?
Yep.
Not Trent?
Yep. Nope. No. Callis is leaving with Cassidy. In the back, he's saying something in his ear. Why? I don't know. I'm glad I'm not watching. I'm glad I'm not watching that.
Thanks, TK.
You know what? I think he's gonna attack again.
You think
every week, like Nia Jax with Lana with the table every week.
Oh my God,
that was the greatest feat ever. I don't care. Fuck that. Fuck you. I don't care if you're sensitive about it. They need to do it to Tony. Just have Jeff Jarrett hit him with the guitar next
every week.
Yes, so I just want him abused every week.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he pays for that.
Wait, what?
I said maybe he pays for it.
Good. Hopefully,
Yeah.
It's better than what he's booking. That's for sure.
When abuse kink comes into real life.
What?
I said when your abuse kink trickles into real life.
Yes, the masochism. Darkness is producing this.
Oh my God, Lucero, sit.
You know what? Well, let's talk about Konosuba. So I didn't see.
Speaking of darkness and then fucking abuse.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about it last week. So
you did not?
Because I watched it. Chris did it.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even talk about episode 2?
No, we talked about episode 2. We talked about episode 3.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about episode 3 this week. All right.
Yeah, because we both didn't see episode 4 yet.
Correct.
So my memory's a little hazy for it because again it's been over a week. But Kazuma,
I watched it yesterday. Would you like me to take this one?
Yeah, just don't keep it. Just keep it under 10 minutes.
All right, pal. So everybody is wearing their normal clothes. You got red hair. No, I'm just kidding. No, so
she woke up out of bed. She got out of bed.
Multiple scenes of this. Yes. No. All right. I'll pick it up. Basically, we pick up where we left off in episode 2 where we see Kazuma basically abducted by Princess Iris, and Princess Iris is like, "Hey, you said you'd tell me stories. Keep telling them me right now for a few days." And Kazuma's like, "Bro, isn't this like kidnapping? Like you just kidnapped me." And they're like, "Just pay her like just give her a." Play with her, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't make selfish requests like this. It'll only be a few days, blah 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 blah. And so Kazuma does that. He starts telling all these obscene stories, and the bodyguard is like, "You don't need to hear this." To Princess Iris, who's a sheltered little girl, talking about like, "Oh, darkness in her towel and shit." And I lost a bet to darkness, or darkness lost a bet to me, and she had to do some pretty raunchy stuff. Oh my god! Please tell me more.
Like, no, stop.
No. Your virgin ears.
You're not allowed near him.
Hentai. But no, so but progressively they get closer, and we basically Kazuma runs out of stories to tell about his adventures. So he starts talking about his high school life, and he starts talking about like what a culture festival is and things like that. And Iris is just absolutely like just enthralled with these stories. And so he goes to Iris like, "Hey, why don't you just open a school? You have the power, just literally open a school and go to it with like all like these random kids so you can make friends." And she's like, "No, I'm not in the position to." And as this happens, we see a sneak demon attack happen, and everybody has to go save it. Kazuma doesn't have to partake in it since he's a state guest or whatever the case may be. But we basically see like why Iris is sheltered. And then again, they continue as the weeks go along to progress. We get a schedule. Iris, she has like, homeschooling and things of that nature. And they play these silly games, and he continues to corrupt her, but in like a really good way. And he's, of course, super focused on the Oni-chan thing. Loves the little sister, big brother gimmick. So he falls in love with Iris for saying that, not in a weird way, but just in general saying like Oni-chan. So eventually he enjoys life in the castle. He wakes up. "Sebastian, get me my coffee. My name's Einhell." "Okay, Einhell, please." Mary comes and like tucks the sheets in, makes the bed while he's still in bed. He's only in underwear. Like he's used to it. He loves this life. And eventually he's like, "I don't want to leave." And he wakes up one morning, typical routine. "Sebastian, my coffee." Mary, where are you?" And who shows up, Matt?
Darkness, Aqua.
Yep, and Megumi. And they're like, "Oh, what were you gonna say about this woman? Please continue."
Say it again.
Yeah, say it again. I didn't hear you clearly the first time. Say it again. And
Yeah.
basically, they've come to take Kazuma away. Kazuma's like, "No, I don't want to go. No." But then eventually they do convince him because they're like, "Hey," and they convince Iris specifically because Kazuma's like, "Iris, tell him no. Tell him that you love playing with your Oni-chan and you want to."
Like, no, you can take him.
They're like, "No." But they do convince Iris. They're like, "Hey, like as weird and fucking as low as this guy is, there are people that still consider him a friend and miss him, and he's become a really popular adventurer in the city, and they need him in the city as well." So they're like, "All right, well, can we throw him a goodbye banquet and everybody join?" Of course. So of course you see fucking Megumi and Aqua just being pigs, absolute pigs, eating everything at the buffet. And fucking Kazuma tries to get Darkness because everybody wants to get Darkness's hand in marriage. And he's like, "Hey, you remember that torrid love affair we had? Oh, the nasty things you did with me when we were together." And almost getting her fucking
shut up.
And she's like, "Oh," and then it's funny. She's basically got him in like a fucking surfboard lock. And he's like, "You don't want to show your gorilla strength to these people. It's gonna make sure they're gonna make you look bad." Crunch. Fucking bends him like a piece of paper just bent. That shit was great. So then party's still going on. Aqua's doing her fucking magic tricks, entertaining everybody, and Kazuma's by himself. And Iris comes over and says, "Hey, what are you doing by yourself?" And they have a very candid conversation. And Iris is like, "I want to be an adventurer like you, or maybe I want to do this, or maybe I want to be the noble thief. But no, a princess thief would be bad." And he's like, "Thief? Please tell me what's this thief?" Like, yeah, there's a noble thief that goes around targeting questionable nobles and stealing their money and then donating it over to the Axis Church, which is the opposite church of Aqua. And he's like, "I know how I can stay in the castle." And he announces in front of everybody that he and his team are gonna stay in town and they're gonna basically go after this Robin Hood-esque thief, right? And so then the aide, I forget her name, but the aide to Iris is like, "That'll be a great idea. We'll station you at every single house who may be a target, And he's like, huh? The next morning, he's at a fucking guy. Was he in season 1 or season 2? That fucking guy that they blew up the house in.
The
noble. Yeah, so we see one of the nobles. His name I'm forgetting. It starts with an A. But he's there too, and he's like, "Oh, thanks to your fucking crew, my house got destroyed, and we're still not done with repairs." Well, at the end of the episode, the first place he's stationed is at his new house, and Kazuma's, excuse me, Kazuma's like, "This isn't what I signed up for." Ah! End episode. It's been hilarious. It's been hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious.
Per usual.
But moving on, jellyfish can't swim at night.
Another really good episode.
Yeah, they get a little break after putting the deadline for the music video.
Yep.
And they've all meet Kiwi in person finally.
Yep.
She's nervous as fuck.
Yep.
She apologizes for lying or stretching the truth about her lifestyle, about her little life, and then kind of was like, "Oh, I do that too. I don't fucking care."
Yeah.
It's like it's not new. Shit. And hold on, let me jot them out there.
Oh.
Trying to brush my memory on this shit.
Oh, you want me? I could pick this up too since I saw this the other day.
I'm trying to see. What you call it? Basically, all the Jelly members had their hopes and dreams dashed and ruined. Now they're their own units.
Huh?
I say that's how it's nice seeing them all come together like that.
Oh yeah.
But
you are skipping over the fact that the episode it starts off and largely continues with the reunion of Nona's first
idol
group, and they have a comeback, and you see them on tour doing things, CDs, promotional materials.
What was the name of that band?
Sunflower Dolls, something like that.
Yes.
Sunflower Dolls. And basically they still talk shit about the situation because they're like, I don't know whether it's because they hate Nona or whether like they wish that she was there, that things didn't happen the way they did. But you could tell that there's resentment in a couple of the girls' eyes from that piece. But also that leads to Nono being upset from that perspective as well. And because of that, over the course of the episode, she starts basically pushing the girls in Jelly to basically be like, all right, we've got to get our single, we've got to produce it, we've got to get it out.
We got to post a music video.
Yeah, we got to do it by Wednesday. But they're like, but it's Sunday. They're like, so we could do this. And they're like, well, two of us have school. I have, and then the other girl is like, hey, well, I have what's it called? I have to do my own editing for my channel and grow my channel and make my money. So this isn't gonna work. And then she gets upset and pissed off, and she fucks off. She walks off to go get some food, right? And as she walks off, we start hearing and we start learning about the particulars about everything. They start putting two and two together, and then things really come into play when what's her face's sister comes in. Where's Jellyfish?
Was it Kano's sister?
Yeah, Kano's sister.
Yeah. She's a drunk.
She's a fucking drunk.
Yeah, she tells the backstory.
But she tells them the backstory because she came in, she was drunk, she was venting about shit, and then afterwards she's like, "All right, well, thank you. I'll talk to you. What's up?" And they're like, "We want to know the backstory between her and Kano, basically." And they're like, "All right." So she starts telling the story about how everything went down and how they grew up and things like that. And it puts things into perspective, and it really solidifies the whole reason why she wants to do this is because of the fact that the single comes out on Wednesday. So they're like, "All right, well, let's come up with a compromise, right? First off, actually, let's find her." So they all go out in search of her. They find her, and she's gotten everybody some sweets from the sweet shop that they initially wanted to go to on their way over to her house. But they're like, nope, we're here to work. We're not here to fucking hang out. So, but she went and got the girls sweets, and they all made up, and everything was good. And basically, when she returns, she sees all the girls are working, and they're like, well, what's going on? They're like, well, we can't meet every day, but when we can meet, let's make the most of it. And they proceed to pull an all-nighter.
Yep.
And at like 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning, they post the music video, and they all promptly pass out on the next to the futon.
Yep.
They're all passed out for hours.
They made sure it was on Wednesday, and the reason why for Wednesday because her former
No, it was not on Wednesday. I think they did it on they posted it on Monday, dude. Because they pulled an all nighter on Sunday, and then they woke up or a Saturday. They pulled up. They did an all nighter, and then they.
I thought it was they did just to basically rub it in the idol's face.
No, I feel like they did it on the weekend because they had a little bit of time, and they're like, "Let's meet the remainder of the week," and they're like, "Well, we can't." So
Either
they
way,
met on Saturday or Sunday, but nonetheless, they pulled an all nighter. They post it, and they post it online. They all pass out. Cue credits.
They wake
in
up.
The after credit scene.
Yep, they wake up. They see all the likes, the retweets, comments. It went viral. Like, what?
In a matter of hours, because they woke up like mid-afternoon the next day because they're all passed out from being fucking tired.
So we're like,
they're like, Nani?
But no, this was great.
I love this show.
No, it's definitely. I really enjoy this show.
This is one of my shows that like I feel is like top 5 potential. It's a top 5 potential show for me.
It might get a few things from me award wise. So
I haven't thought about awards. I always think about my top 13.
But moving on, Spice and Wolf.
Good episode.
Decent episode. Basically,
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Yep. Lawrence was talking to what was the merchant's name? Maharia?
Don't recall. You need to look.
I feel like it was my. Is it? Yep, but yeah, Lawrence talking to the guy from the Milan Trading Company, basically figuring out what they're gonna do, how can they solve this, and basically they need a shit ton of silver.
Yes, they do.
Yep, and if they want to get Hollow back, they would have to do this ASAP.
But the merchant you were talking about, his name is Lichten. Lichten. It's a German name. Lichten.
Okay, so it was Maharia. Okay. That's his first name.
Marhate, yeah.
Yeah, Marhate. Sorry, Marhate. But yeah, he's like talking about like and if they don't have her and all this, like it's gonna go bad.
Yep.
So, and we don't have the silver right now. So, and then Lauren's like, if you talk to him, how long do you think it would take? I can get a deal tomorrow if I really wanted to.
I'm just that good.
It's like, what about all the silver? He'll get paid.
Yeah, you'll get paid.
If they don't have it all right now, he will get paid.
Yep.
Do you know how we operate?
Do you know who we are?
Yeah. So let's go get your friend. So like, here's these code words. If we say this is the password for this. If they say this word, it went well. If they say the other word, you run like hell.
Yeah. Simple enough.
Yeah, they're in the car. Lawrence is in the carriage. They're traveling to the area, and they do it. It was just how they planned it. They had the guy like bump into the carriage, like he broke it. So, what's where you going? Oh, great! Now we gotta stop here, I guess.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yep. While it's going on, they have a hole in the carriage, and it goes to a tunnel. Goes to the sewer.
Yep.
Jumps down. Lawrence is walking around. He gets to another part of the sewer.
Yep.
Does the password.
Yep.
And he sees Hollow. She ain't happy.
Nope. Holo is mad.
Yep. She's giving him this death glare, like a scolding thing. And she throws all this bags down. Like, here you go. What? Here's your share. We're leaving. Like, I'm happy to see you. No hug.
No, thank you.
Just all business. This is it. We're going.
Yep. Pretty gangster when you think about it.
Yep. Yeah. The Hollow's great. They go back to where they were. Hollow and Lawrence, they are back in the carriage, while the rest, they have their own exit.
Yep.
And she's like, why weren't you the first person to save me? why didn't you go right away? Even though she offered to get captured.
Yep.
It's like, I can't believe you. So they're bickering, they're arguing. Holo does this, she's slowly calming down. She does this pouty face. Say, you fell for my woman charm again. Say, all right, you're pathetic. I feel better now. And we find out who she met in the after credit of last week. Who was it, Ethan?
I don't know. Let me get the character name. 1 second. Great. I clicked on the character name and he's not there.
Yeah, he
is. Yeah, he is. Yare.
Yare, the man from the village from episode 1.
Yeah.
And he ain't happy to see her.
Nope.
Like you fucked everything up, basically.
Yep, you're a bitch.
You were Lawrence? Yep, I fucking hate you.
Yeah. Hope you fucking get caught by the church and they burn you at the stake.
We'll find you. We'll find you again.
We will find you and we will kill you.
Basically, it's a threat. But no, this is nice. I like how everything went down with the plan.
Yeah, I just what really made me happy was like the ending when you see Holo just vent and
you got me. This is the twice now I've been emotional in front of you.
Yeah, like she was like
yeah,
she's like I've never had. She's like I can remember the people. I can only remember a certain amount of people because they've done me bad. Now I have to remember another name thanks to you. And I love Lawrence. He was just kind of casual. He's like he's listening, he's observing, he understands, but he knows how to use his words and make her feel better. And by the end of it, she's just like little meme with her fucking floppy ears. And I just love the emphasis from the animation specifically on the ears because like literally she's just like a little dog. Like when she's sad they go down, when she's perky they go up, when she's like happy they go around sides and shit. Like it's cute as fuck for sure.
But no, I know I definitely enjoyed that one.
Yep.
I think we have one more before we do our rom-coms.
All right.
Mushoku Tensei.
Decent.
We got a reunion.
Yes, we did.
Rudes and Ruijerd.
Good old bald ass Ruijerd.
Yep. And they're catching up.
Yeah.
Ruby thanks them for hey, thanks for escorting my sisters here.
Cool story, bro. What about Eris?
Yeah, so anyway, so how's Eris? You knew this was gonna happen.
Oh my god.
And
bro, the amount of
is things didn't go so well. And then Rouge is like, I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. She's not good for words. It's like, yeah, I know. So just talk to her. Talk to her when you see her.
Bro, I hope Rudy slaps the shit out of her. I couldn't get my cock up for 3 years because of your fucking ass.
I know, she's gonna fucking roundhouse kick him.
Probably. And then it wouldn't surprise me if she raped him. Like good rape. Sorry. I shouldn't say rape.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
You don't think so?
She would dominate him though.
Mm.
She's totally a dom.
Do you think?
Oh yeah.
You think Rudy's down to be paid?
No, not like that. Like she'll control how he moves.
Oh,
and all
I thought you were gonna tell me like he was gonna take her.
No. Like she'll
Where's
pin
your booty
him down.
hole?
No. She'll pin him and bounce on him basically. Like you ain't doing shit. I'm going rough on you.
Kittens. No.
Yeah, exactly. Kitty's got claws, as they say. But as Ruger's about to leave, Norton's like, no, I want to go with you. I don't like my brother. He beat up Daddy, and he has with another slut. I don't want to.
Poor fucking Sophie.
I was like, well, what'd she do?
Did they go over, does Sophie know the entire thing with Eris by now? Or did they not go into detail?
No, he didn't tell her.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like, calm down. And then Aisha's like, hey, sister, shut the fuck up.
I feel bad for? I feel bad for the fucking girl that he couldn't get it up for that really liked him, the other adventurer.
Sarah?
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Still feel bad for her.
Well, either way. But then Ryuju's like, all right, Nora, you know what? I'll see you again. Man's like, oh, you definitely will.
Oh yeah.
You definitely will see her again. But as Ryuju is leaving, Boggy Daddy is confronting him.
Body Daddy.
And they're like having this stare down. Rudy's like, hey, what's going on? Then Boggy Daddy's like, oh, you see? That's how it's going to be. Yep. Like, I ain't coming back. Fuck you. No, let me explain type of thing. None of that shit. Oh, look, we got a Ruger even mentioned that, hey, I know I met Roxy. She's with Paul. She didn't want to kill me because even though she hates my kind.
Yeah, she was like freaked the fuck out when she saw that third eye though.
Yep, but
by the way, I laughed hysterically at the pantsuit fucking deal that happened early in the episode.
Oh, yeah, that's coming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
But anyway, Rudy wants the sisters to basically go to school. Aisha doesn't want to. She wants to be the maid for the house. And
even though she's brilliant. She's brilliant. Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. I want to clean underwear and sheets.
Yep, and then Norn doesn't want to because she says she's not bright. And Rudy's like, oh, you'll be taken care of and all this. Oh, money? Then I definitely don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll go on the condition of she lives in a dorm by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to talk to Rudy.
Nope.
She has Linkin Park in her headset. She's listening to the Meteor album.
I come so far.
No. She's listening to Numb. She's listening to Numb. She has that shit on replay.
Oh no, I can't hear you.
But they do that. They do their tests.
I think that's how she listened to the Jay-Z album.
Yeah. Oh no, she wouldn't listen to
version of Jay-Z.
Yeah, maybe. But but anyway, the Beast Girls are talking to Rudy like, hey, got something for you. Here's a bag.
Don't open it unless you're alone.
Yep, but don't worry about it. You're good. We took care of you.
Yeah.
And then Rudy, my office.
Now.
So we have an issue. Your sister too.
Yeah.
And
first year girls are being said that they're getting bullied to take their panties off and give it to them right there and then.
And
do you have any idea?
Like what? Oh yeah, they said it was in a bag, and Rudy's like,
and it was a gift for you, bro. The look of shock and like disgust
on Sylvie and Rudy's face.
Yeah, it was A+. Especially on Sylvie.
Loved it. And he's like, I swear to God, I had nothing to do with it.
You didn't put them up to this?
Nope.
No.
They just gave it to me and said, don't open it.
No, here's the bag. Here's the bag.
I didn't even open it. I didn't look inside.
I would have laughed if Rudy's like, take the bag, but can I have the bag back?
Yes.
I was like, it smells.
Yes. So, Rudy talks to them. Like, hey, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, don't do it again. Like it. It's like, all right, good. Hey, by the way, we're gonna go bully that bitch of a new student at her. Like, oh god, we're gonna show her what's good. Like, that's my sister. What a lovely lady she is.
Yes, I can't wait to throw her around and be good friends with her.
Yep, I can't wait. I was like, yep. Oh my god, that second bit was fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward to what's gonna happen later.
No,
especially when we see everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
No. But no, this is definitely better than part one for right now so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stuff's happening, stuff's interesting. Get these characters back, good. Finally. All right, moving on. The ROMs. All the ROMs. Condition called love.
Yeah,
that's why we're starting with this one.
Yeah.
It's a new.
I'm not sold on it, dude. I'm really like
no.
If I had to drop another show, I'm good for now. But if I had to drop another show, this would be a
I'm
contender.
keeping it, but honestly, I don't think they'll get anything from me.
I'm a little disappointed by it.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Yeah,
I was expecting to be this next big high school rom com, but you know what? After Dangers, it ain't happening.
That's a hard pill to. It's a hard
That's a big shoe to fill right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, New Year's Day, Hotaru, Hanoi, all the other friends, they're hanging out, and they're trying to get along with Hanoi.
Mm-hmm.
And even Keigo is trying to oh, hey, how you doing, buddy? Like, who are you?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, all right. And as they're going up to split up for snacks, like, hey, so what do you want? Oh, by the way, fuck off. I don't like you. I'm not friends with anyone. I just want to be my girl. Y'all don't mean anything to me.
Hate it.
A little possessive.
I hate it. I hate possessive men in anime. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't imagine that's like dealing with, like, in real life as a woman with that.
So Saki has Boo Boo Job face because he doesn't have a long time with Hinase.
Yep.
And of course, Hinase's girlfriend's like, how do you not know? You haven't seen her. You haven't seen him in a week, and you're just want to have friends. Get some alone time. Fuck.
There's times for it. It doesn't have to be that. Like it's supposed to be with everybody. Enjoy everybody. We'll have our time alone. And they do. And it's annoying too.
A lot.
And it's annoying too.
Yeah, because after this, she has a part-time job.
Yes.
In the library because she wants to learn more about him because he loves books. And he's there every day. He reads a book every day. He buys a book nearly every day.
Yep.
Even when he's not in the library, he will still wait outside at 8 o'clock. He will walk her home. You will do all this.
Yep.
He'll stay for dinner.
But he didn't really want to. He kind of got forced into that situation.
Yeah. Even the sister's like, no, he's taking my own H-China. I don't want this. I don't want this fucking creep here.
Kono hentai.
Perfect. But they hang out in the room together. She finally opens up about the fact, like, hey, this is why I got that job. I could have gotten any other job, sure. I want this one for you. Yep. And they were finally open up together a little bit.
They look at her fucking her photo album, her childhood photo albums.
And she gives him a head pat.
Well, you're neglecting the fact that she opened up that when Hanoi asked, like, why don't you grow your hair out? And she just
right, because a friend pranked her, yeah.
Yeah, but she said, like, a friend who I'm no longer friends with pranked me and cut my hair, and I've just kept it short ever since.
Is that?
I feel bad. I don't understand what it is with fucking bullying. And we'll get to more bullying later on, but it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bullying is a theme. Bullying's cool, apparently. No, it's not, but no.
No, it's not. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's no point. But yeah, it's all about the hair. It's like, oh, like, would you grow your hair out again? I'd like you with your long hair. It's like, well, I'll do it for you. Like, but yeah, get the head pat. Oh my god, I fucking touched him physically. Ew, gross, lewd.
Itchy.
He's like shots like, what did you do?
Boner.
Wait, this is okay.
The end redeemed the episode from being fucking cringe and me potentially dropping it. I was really close to like saying, nah, I'm good. I'm good on this.
Listen, I ain't gonna drop it, but
there's part of me that like wants to drop it for something else that you guys may recommend.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know.
The only thing that you're not watching that I said was Girls Band. You probably would like Loser Ranger. You do the train if you want to get high with me, but
yeah, I like that. Yeah, but if I did, yeah, I certainly would.
Yeah, like how fucking the grandma and grandpa's a better romance than this.
Yeah.
But moving on to Tadaima Okaeri.
Fucking adorable.
It's fucking adorable.
They continue to just be
I
fucking
amazing. You know what? I wish I stopped mentioning the Omega part.
I mentioned it. It's just, bro, it's hard to keep track of. It's weird. Like they refer to her as an Omega all the time. Like, oh, you have AIDS. You're an Omega. No one refers to anybody.
I get it, but
Omega personalities.
It's like I understand. I understand that dynamic, like Alpha and Omega, sure, but I think at this point we brought up it's like a serious thing going on. Not just, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, sucks to be an Omega, huh?
Like, where does that come from? Why is that relevant?
Fuck you.
Why is that relevant?
Like you're saying this like you're married to a woman and you're judging this yaoi relationship. Fuck you,
bro. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, I think it made Machan sense. Fuck you. Hikari's gonna grab a knife and stab them, making Machan cry like that.
Bro, I mean, this episode she almost stabbed her own fucking belly, which would have been fucked.
No, he even thought about man, maybe what happened if I got rid of the baby?
Divorce.
And like that was an awful thing to say. Like, yo, what the fuck?
For real.
But 6 months pass. The girl's born. Actually, before that though, Hikari likes the grandfather's picture book. He's like, yeah, like, this is sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the son. Like no, like what about the stork? No, the son.
Yep. I found out, and we find out later on what that means. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Since I have an animal named that.
Yeah, but what you call it? 6 months pass. The baby's born. It's a girl.
Yep.
Her name's Hinata, which means sun.
Yep.
Because Hikari kept pointing at the sun, thinking it's the baby, so they went with it. Because Hikari named it.
Yep. And Hikari also figured out the fucking sex.
Yep. But no, Hikari's a smart kid for his age. Being like almost 3 years old.
No, he just turned like 2, dude.
Yeah, but
his second birthday.
Yeah, I say, but then the 6 months passed. He's almost 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5.
Okay.
Or as the white parents say, 30 months old.
36 months, yeah.
Like, I fucking hate that. That's why I can say 2 or 3. Fuck.
That's stupid, bro.
God
after 12 months, you're done.
Yeah. I love how the grandfather invites them to this place, and he's not even fucking there.
Yeah, he got caught up in a fucking
meeting, and there's like storm and all this. Flight got canceled.
Yep.
Curses!
I'll never forgive the Japanese.
You know he is Japanese. I won't forgive me.
I won't forgive myself.
Yep. So Masaki, Hiromu, Yuki, Tomohiro, Hinata, Hikari, they're at the house without the grandfather.
Yep.
And it's like, let's play hide and seek. Adorable game of hide and seek.
Yep.
Like, oh no, you found me.
Oh.
Like, you know what? Why are we doing this in the living room? It's just fucking boring. It's not a lot of options to go to. Do the whole house.
Yep.
And of course, Masaki hides in Hiromu's old room. The Hiromu's like, in my room.
Yeah, we're alone in my room with the door open.
Let the door open. Yeah.
Naughty.
Yep. But no, he gives Matcha that little reassurance. Like, you know what? We said we're gonna be okay before Hikari. Like, it's not different now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all happy together. Did you see the after credit?
It was an after credit?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
With Tomohiro and Yuki.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, because the other two brothers, like, you know, they've been hanging out like every day ever since we introduced them. And here they are, like this little lunch date. So, you know, and then Hiromu's like, you know, Hiromu said we're a couple. Like, haha, JK, unless.
Really? They're teasing that?
I guess they are, yeah.
Wow.
All right, like, okay.
Interesting.
All right. Fine.
What is it with like how does that, because they're like, oh, like I've never been in a relationship before. Nor have I. Let's go gay and be in one together. No,
because Tomohiro is gay. Because remember, the grandfather was gonna have him hook up with Hiromu.
Is he? I didn't know that.
That was the plan.
I heard that, and I thought it was a joke.
No.
That's so weird. That, like, okay, so on top of that, like, gayness in Japan is like a really like big deal, and like it's not accepted. It's not widely accepted. It's still very much like don't ask, don't tell kind of sort of.
Yeah.
And like so, like now you have like this corporate figurehead that was like, oh, okay, well, I was gonna have you like I'm okay with you being gay, and I wanted you to be with this guy because he's alpha-esque. But no, you got with a guy that has a vagina, and they're an omega, so it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. This is confusing. And I've asked you plenty of times. You are a horrible gay, Matt. You are a horrible fucking gay.
That's fine. I don't need to. I don't have to be.
You are entrenched in the community.
I don't fucking care.
Oh my god. Useless.
I am not into furries. That's what Omega is mostly related to.
That's what I'm saying. You know
I'm
about furries.
not a fucking
Like,
furry.
what kind of human is a furry? Unless they're hairy and it'll shave.
My ex-boyfriend was a furry. Fuck.
That's a bear. I don't even know anymore. Fuck.
Just say you don't get Omega. That's fine. I don't get much either. I don't get
3/4 of the freaking of gay universe. I'm not against it. I just don't get it.
That's right. One of your gay friends in Florida is gonna have you hook up with a gay guy just to see what happens.
No, I asked. I have 2 other gay friends besides you. One of them I talk to. I wouldn't say regularly, but I talked to him pretty decently. And I asked him the whole thing initially when I first was trying to figure this out, and he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "You're gayer than my other friend, and you don't know what the fuck is going on."
Yeah, we don't watch Omega shit. What tell you?
And then the other gay person that I know, he's a flight attendant and a whore, so he just travels the world.
Oh, yeah, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, he just travels the world and get dick. It's crazy.
Hey, Mile High Club.
I don't know if he's done that.
I'm sure he has.
Wouldn't shock me.
That's it. I'm all for it. It's fine. Moving on.
Yeah, please.
Whisper me a love song.
Cute. It continues to be cute.
Yeah. This mostly focuses on Himari because she's trying to convey her feelings. She tells her friend, and it's like, do you love her? I love you. It's like, no, not like that. Like a friend. I only love people as friends. I don't know how to love someone romantically. I've never been with that. I don't get it. It's fucking.
I've never been in a romantic relationship. Let's go gay. Same fucking thing.
Well, they're in an all-girl school. What else are they gonna do?
Okay, but it's still like male culture. I get the principle of not throwing your pussy around for any fucking Tom, Dick, or Harry, but I mean, shit.
But what you call it? Himari is still like she's trying to figure it out. Doesn't really talk to Yori. Yeah, Yori is not focusing this mostly. Except for like a few bits here and there. Even telling her crush Aki, well, the one who's crushing on her, like, oh yeah, by the way, I confessed to Himari, and then fucking Aki's like, you don't say.
It's very interesting, and I'm surprised that Yuki doesn't pick up on that. But she's very oblivious, I guess, to things. Like you have not picked up that your friend has been like, kind of like suspect when you talk about fucking homegirl. Like she's like normally like a bigger ray of sunshine. She's more bubbly, considering she's kind of like a gyru in essence, and like she doesn't even act that way. Like when she hears news, she's just like, oh, and she withdraws.
Yeah,
it's very peculiar that she doesn't pick up on that because it's pretty obvious. It's like, oh, okay, there's something going on there. You feel a certain type of way. Not to mention, I love that the girl is literally her younger sister's best friend.
Yeah, Mickey. Yeah,
yeah, Mickey.
Hockey Mickey.
That's cute.
But anyway, this Yori, she finally is like, you know what? Fine, I'll write a love song. Maybe get her attention. But we go to night. Himari tells Yori, like, can you give me a little more time? But Yori's happy because she gets an answer because she hasn't seen her after class.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna like dead her.
Basically, she said she did not want to see her until she had an answer.
Yeah, but she was happy because she's giving it proper thought. She's just not saying yes or no on a whim.
Yeah.
She really
Like she's putting effort in it. That's all she cares about.
Yeah, that's all she cares. She wants an honest answer, no matter what
Yep.
it is. Even if it's gonna hurt, like at least she got the truth and it was authentic and figure it out from there.
Right. But yours still has that worry of like, yeah, I don't care if I get rejected. It's more of I'm not gonna hang out with her.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want an awkward between them. She doesn't want them to like not hang out.
Mm-hmm.
But Himari is talking to her mom because she couldn't sleep. It's bothering her, like it's upsetting her, like I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears the mom calling on the phone, like, "Hey, are you gonna be home late? All right, love you."
For the husband, yeah.
You love Dad? Yeah, I'm fucking married. Yes, I'm fucking married.
Yeah, this isn't fake. This isn't for papers, honey.
Like, I'm married to your fucking father. We had you. Fuck.
Well, they don't actually officially say that. You never know. Maybe they had her and they got married because of that.
So it's like, so like, what happened when your dad confessed to you? Oh, I turned him down. Say, what? Yeah, like then why?
I don't know anything about him.
So why are you with him? Because we've been hanging out more. We've been befriending each other more. And during the cultural festival, I fell for him.
Yep, I realized like, yeah, I love him. We could be together now. He didn't find somebody else.
It's like, like he didn't give up on me, and we took each other's time. We got to know each other. We understood each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Himari's like, I see now. She opened her third eye and it's like, Yuri, meet me at school.
I
fuck
know.
No.
For real.
No.
Sing me a love song while I eat you out.
What?
I said, sing me a love song while I eat you out.
Yep. Oh, she'll be singing something, all right.
Yeah,
she'll be singing a high-pitched tone, if you know what I mean.
Falsettos, baby.
But Himari sees Yuki. It says, I love you, but not that way. But I want to keep doing this with you.
I want to keep being friends with you, and if I ever like have feelings for you, then maybe we can. And she cuts her off, and she's just like, okay. And then she's like,
I got it. You're saying there's a chance. I'll take it.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So don't ruin it.
Basically. Although you could tell that she's hyper focused because she repeats the same thing. The episode ends with her repeating the same.
Yeah, like let me finish, damn it. Just
yeah.
But they're on the same page. They're hanging out. It's off to the races for them. Nice episode.
Yep. I agree.
All right. Now the co-main. Duke of Death.
This made me cry.
This
made me fucking cry.
This was really good.
Bro, I was like, you know what it is? Whenever I see anything with like grandparents, like it always affects me because I wish I still had my grandparents around. Like, for example, Coco with the grandparents. Oh, catches me all the time, bro. Right. Hit me in the feels.
But we get a lot of things here. One, there's ghosts in the house. Ooh.
Yep. Oh my god.
Yes. Ooh.
You need the machine to do the ghost sound.
Yeah. I need Starman to give me that.
Oh my god. He should have just given it to me. I would have fucking.
I'm trying to. I set up audio clips for it, and I've never got like, oh yeah, I can't do that, or I can do that. I'm gonna go bother. Like, hey, I need a crash course on. Hey, how can I make my own?
You know, can't you go to like a music store? Like, can't you go to like a guitar center?
I don't have a music store.
You don't have like a guitar center?
Probably like out of my way.
They don't have like any sort of place that like sells like vinyls or CDs or anything like that. I feel like somewhere it's got to have that. Or I guess there are that in more populous states at this stage.
Yeah, probably like in more city areas, like an hour and a half away.
Damn, you really are in the fucking boonies, my guy.
I am. I'm okay with that.
Bro, I would be scared to go to your house if we have to call 911. We'll be dead before they come.
No, we had the fire department last week.
Shit.
Because there was a fire at the barn.
Fire!
Not on our block, but we saw it out of our window.
How'd that make you feel? Scary? Scary Terry? You're
No,
like,
I
oh,
was like,
forest fire.
I was like, what the fuck? No. Yeah, but no, it was like someone's barn caught fire, and I think some of their animals died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, livestock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway.
But, what you call it? Al says, hey, why don't you just put on those glasses that Zane gave you?
Finally, something Zane gives them that's useful.
Yep. Puts them on. Who is it even?
His grandparents, fucking Victor and Liz.
Yep, Victor and Liz. And yeah, it's like, what are you doing here? It's like, well, we're visiting.
Yep, we're just traveling the world and decided to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, because we can't go anywhere more than once.
Yeah, we find that out toward the end when they said, "Oh, we see you again."
Yeah, and Bo-chan was explaining the situation.
Yep.
The curse and all this. Like, oh, that bitch. Like, oh, you know her? Oh, I knew her. Do I? Well,
but you said like that bitch. No, they don't say it like that because
I know. But that's how Sade is. But
she is that bitch.
But basically, after his wife died, he was very upset, hurt, heartbroken, and Sade encounters him.
Yep.
And he's like, well, there is a way you can see him. Like, you can see her again.
Yep.
But the cost is 20 years of your life.
Done.
I won't know. You won't know when you die.
Done.
I don't know either.
Done.
Also, there was another catch.
Yep.
They can travel anywhere they want as spirits. But the catch is, once they leave that place, they cannot go back to it.
I feel like he didn't know that catch until after they met up when she died.
Yeah. But he does bring it up though. But yeah.
That's a good catch though, honestly. Because I mean you can just become ghost and then just live in the mansion forever.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere. Or you can go and come back. But you can't come back.
But Victor, he's saying he's in his mansion and all this. Sade's there. And this is where Victor encounters Sharon. And they were getting along. She was very lovely to him.
Sharon is basically a carbon copy of Liz. She might be Liz's reincarnate for all we know. That's how close they are in terms of personality wise.
Yep. And so Victor was happy. He was finally happy.
Yeah, he's got a companion, not in a romantic or sexual way, but just
someone,
a real human companion. But keep in mind throughout this whole piece that even though Victor didn't really love or trust Sade, he felt that she was still a good friend. They were still close. If she was out in the street,
but of course her jealousy got in the way.
Yeah. And
it got to the point where she didn't go back to the mansion for a while.
Yeah. Until
the only time she came back was when he was on his deathbed.
And she confessed to him on his deathbed.
That I loved you.
Yeah, I loved you.
That's why I'm mad.
Yeah. And then that's after Victor dies is when fucking all the events happen with Sharon.
Yep.
And then
Curse Bo-chan fucked over Sharon's life and Alice's life.
Yep. Well, no, saved Alice's life.
Sorry, saved Alice's life, but Sharon is now in this vegetative state.
Yep.
It was just and then Bo-chan actually felt sorry for her.
Yep.
And this proves that he was right. If Sade had someone understand her, maybe she could lift that curse, or none of this would have happened.
I mean, you already know that this story is going to end a very happy ending, but you can't feel bad because throughout all the parts, you even see Sade with this a wicked smile, dude.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But what really sold it was right after this.
Yep.
And as the grandparents were to leave, hold on, don't leave.
No, what's his face? They want Bo-chan's hey, do you want to speak to
That's what I said. Don't leave. Do you want Rob's still here, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he would love to see us.
Yeah. And they give Rob the glasses and they make him put the earpiece in. I love Rob's response when they put the earpiece in. He's like, I guess I am of that age now, aren't I?
Yep. I was like, oh, I just want to hug Rob. Like, oh, come on, Rob.
Poor Rob, bro. Even the end, like going backwards real quick for episode 3, like even then that like got me like it welled me up a little bit.
With the music box.
With the music box and
Viola.
Viola went from annoying fucking girl to like actually being supportive of Rob and letting Rob be vulnerable to her. And that was really nice too.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, absolutely. And yeah, he puts the glasses on and he sees Victor and Liz.
And his jaw drops to the floor. He has probably tears in his eyes and he walks towards them. The reason why it got me is of course, like the old people dynamic. It's so sweet and nice. But you know, it reminded me of Harry Potter in movie 7, where basically you get the or I guess movie 8, where it says you talk about the Deathly Hallows, and you see that the guy survives until death comes for him, and that line said where in the end he greets death like an old friend, and together they move on to the next life. I saw that picture so perfectly well with the 3 of them. I really felt that way. Like if Rob would have died right then and there, that would have been very sad, but very like poetic. Very picturesque, very like a perfect way to move on to your new life is traveling as the butler for your 2 favorite people whom you love so dearly. Like, that was just absolutely tremendous. And I just started crying when they were together. They were holding each other. And you can kind of see it too in the details. It's little details in the animation where he's talking and you can see like that little bit of like, when you cry and you're like really, really crying and you're like,
yeah,
that the way your body reacts, you can see it very, very briefly, I think, with Rob when he's talking to them both, and it was very nice. And so then in the end you see Bochan and Alice talking to Rob as Victor and Liz are going to leave, and they ask Rob, they're like, hey, did you have a good talk with them? And he's like, yeah, a lot of thank yous were exchanged.
He also finally got to say goodbye,
and he finally got to actually say proper goodbye.
Yeah, so I love this.
Oh, it made me cry. It was fabulous.
Yeah, if we didn't have this as a main event, this would have been main event.
It was. I requested that at first. I was like, the only thing that stood out this week truly was fucking Duke of Death, just because it made me emotional.
But we are going to end it with this Sandland, because this is the series finale.
Yep.
Yeah, we picked up where we left off. Fucking Chicken Wing Elf. It's all bulked up.
It was weird because he transitioned at various points from fat to bulk.
Yeah,
like, he went from like
Manuel, something like that. Manuel. But yeah, he got bulked up, but once he loses that power, he gets fat. And what you call it? And she gets the control room. Is telling people to basically evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are gonna die. Like, why should we trust you? We're crashing in 10 minutes. Well,
you're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die. Okay, I don't want to die. She ain't night.
Yep, and they're like, you know what? Maybe she's not a bad person. Maybe we got it all wrong.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, you fucking did. You listened to this fucking angel, whatever you want to call him.
By the way, we're skipping ahead. I don't care. I hate that he didn't die. I wanted him dead. I wanted that dead. Or like to be fucking Lucifer's like permanent servant forever, like having to clean his fucking turds in his toilet for eternity.
His punishment's very fitting though.
It's not.
No, because that's why he left in the first place. Like, well, now you're forced to do it. That was the exact work he wanted to leave from. So like, oh well, you're gonna cause us problems. Well, let's make you do this forever, basically.
1,000 years, actually, to be exact.
Yeah, he'll be dead by then, probably.
No, he's an angel. They live forever.
That's sad. They can probably kill him.
He'll grow his wings back by the time he's done.
Yeah, and then they'll kill him again.
Should send him to hell.
They should kill him.
They will kill
him. I'm sure they will kill him because those fucking jars are gone. He can't beat Lucifer anymore.
They should have put his ass in a jar. And the jar should be filled with like fucking just blazing.
Well, the jar is for like the fiends, not for angels. So
I'm sure the angels could come up with a jar for angels. and send him to jar hell, jar prison, whatever you want to call it.
But yeah, no, we're getting ahead.
You're getting way ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, and she restores the power to the Thane after Bread's help. And
Yeah, Bread turns good.
Yeah, Bread turns good.
That was another thing that shocked me. Again, skipping ahead. I'm sorry. Bread got his old position back like nothing ever happened. What? You started a whole revolt alongside Muniel.
Well, to be fair, he was manipulated by the angel, and he didn't want to shoot the beam to kill them, to kill everyone. He really didn't.
Still,
that's my question.
In real life. Hey, listen, if you're in a car and you're driving a car and one of your friends shoots a gun and kills somebody, guess what? You're still going to jail because you were in the car and you drove the car and you didn't stop the guy from killing the other guy. You probably go to jail for life too.
Look, he wants to atone. If this is how they're gonna do it, then just let him.
Boo.
But
anyway,
Bread helps out Anne. Military men escape. She was able to restore the ship with the backup power. Meanwhile, he takes more from it from the aqua thing.
Aquaninium, yeah.
Aquamantinium.
Aquaman.
He's back in power. Beats up Beelzebub. Beats the shit out of him. Giant laser thing. Rao and Thief, they're in the tank.
Yep.
Shoot him with one bullet. Like, what the fuck?
You missed.
No. They shot him the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know someone.
Then Beelzebub is actually now knocked out. Rao says, "Hey, we have one bullet left. We're gonna make it count."
Yep.
Shoots. Grazes the angel's hair. Like, you missed. You sucked. But this was their plan because there's a hole in the sky and it's a full moon.
And where they shot, the full moon is hitting
on Beelzebub. And he turns back into Super Fiend 2.
Yep. That was KO Super. That was KO Fiend.
Yep.
Not KO Ken. KO Fiend.
KO Fiend.
Yeah, it wasn't KO Ken. He was all red and glowing.
I just call him a Super Fiend. He turned Super Fiend.
No, it looked like KO Ken to me, bro. He went KO Ken.
Oh yeah, he did the Kaioken, beats the shit out of him.
Yep.
Angel's out.
He gets booted all the way. He fucks off. He's done.
Yep, and the evil urns basically
he vomits him out after Beelzebub hits him in the stomach like as hard as he fucking could.
And they're like, leave him. It'll be fine. We'll grab him later.
Yep.
And it's like, how are we gonna get out of here? Because the ship's gonna crash. But they remember something.
While Beelzebub is taking a piss on the side of the fucking ship.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
He had to go.
I get it, but it's like, go somewhere else. But they still had the floating gun with that thing that would they shoot. Like, would they take it, they float for 10 seconds.
With the floating candy.
Yep. The floating Pez.
The floating Pez. It is true.
Yeah. So they all take one, but Anne does not.
Nope.
She's going behind. She's hacking this giant machine. She wants to turn that aqua energy into actual water,
like the Pitchies did.
Yep. Because that was their point in the beginning.
Yep.
Before
it made sense at the end too when they said when he wanted to turn into water and it was aquanium. Yeah. I was like aqua. Oh.
Yeah. But she does it. Beelzebub grabs like, hey, we're leaving now.
Yeah, she was content dying on the ship. She was like, I'm just gonna go down with the ship, and this is my contribution to the world.
Yep. As that ship's going down, as explosions happening, who saves them?
Her mom and King Satan.
Yep. Lilith and Deborah are there.
Lilith and Deborah.
Yep. They stop the explosion from going further.
Yep.
That's it. Lilith embraces Anne.
Yep.
And there's rain.
Yep, because she succeeded.
Yep. All that happened, and it's like, okay, this is what happens to everyone now.
Yep.
And she's ventured off to learn more about engineering.
AKA stays in Sandland.
Yep. What you call it? Brad, he's a general again. Winnell, he's doing this Amazon. He works for Amazon Prime for 1,000 years.
Yep. Amazon Prime in heaven.
Yep. Beelzebub, he's still doing his own thing, even though he had to do fucking homework because the board told him to. Like, wait, what homework?
How to be a demon lord.
I guess, but of course, there's one more adventure because Shiva, Thief, and Beelzebub are escorting Anne to wherever she's gonna go.
Yep.
And this sand dungeon worm dragon thing is chasing them just like old times.
Yep. And Beelzebub is excited, and everyone's freaking the fuck out.
He's like, "Why am I always here?"
Yep.
And that ends the show.
It was a fun ride.
I give it 4.
I give it a 3.5.
No, I very much enjoyed it. It was as I expected, especially from Toriyama's work.
Yeah. It's a shame this is his last work.
No, we still got that Dragon Ball one.
Okay, well
where Goku's like younger.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's his last one. That's
a shitty one to go out on.
We'll see. I'm still gonna watch it.
I'm not looking forward to it. I will too, but I'm not looking forward to it. If I'm being quite honest.
It's 50-50. Like I said, I will give it a chance. But no, fun ride. They did the animation much better for this than they did for the Super movie.
It's the same animation.
But I say they felt a little more smoother in this one.
I guess I didn't get that feeling, but sure.
Yeah, I feel like the one with the Dragon Ball was like more like a test run.
Yeah.
So okay, let's try it out. If it goes well, we'll use it for this.
But it's very interesting that Toei Animation, they're the same ones that do One Piece, correct? They're the same studio that has One Piece?
Yeah.
Why is it One Piece animation always looks brilliant and it doesn't look like this? Like, don't you think if you want to enhance the animation, like you want to make it look like One Piece? You would think. But or does the animation style of Toriyama, because Toriyama doesn't obviously write One Piece, does that
I think it's more of the Toriyama style.
How it translates with the tech, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just more of his style.
Excuse me.
Like his styles, his designs.
Yeah.
But closing thoughts.
Good week. It was stressful to try and catch up. Now I'm going to be behind the 8 ball once again, per usual.
Yeah, but we will be here next Friday with the finale of Ninja Convoy, the premiere of My Hero Academia Season 7. And either we drop something or something's going to wow us. We will see.
I don't know what else we could drop.
And unless Condition gets way too cringy.
I mean, we've already passed the 4-episode rule, have we not?
Yeah.
We're at episode 5. Yeah. It's episode 6, actually. It's one of the first ones that's going to be finished.
True.
If I'm being honest.
No, that's fair. With that...
Oh, you know something? I forgot to talk about studio lighting.
Well, we're already up there.
Yeah, we're done. That sucks. I thought I talked about it, but I guess I didn't. Oh well.
No. But you can talk about it more next week.
Indeed, I shall.
But yeah, the cafe is closed. You can find me on Twitter at DamonPhoenix12. You can find him on Twitter at Showstopper24 and follow him on Instagram at AnimeDaisuke24. Follow our Twitter at Otalku Cafe Anime. We also have a link tree for listening to your favorite podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. You can watch the replay on YouTube if you want the video. I'm sure there's the audio replay as well. We want to thank Sean, our editor, and we also want to thank W2 Network and Chairshot Radio for hosting us on their platforms. So follow them at W2 Network and at Chairshot Media. Always use your head. And so then we will see you next Friday. Oyasumi and good night.
What was I gonna say normally? Goodbye, Sakai.
Goodbye, Sakai. Sure. Bye-bye.
I was trying to end my stream on fucking Instagram. By the way, I did. I guess one little final note before we say goodbye. We can't stream to our group anymore, Eat the Cake Anime. So If you do follow my my Instagram at AnimeDaisuke24, from now on I'll do my best to try and stream over there in real time. So it's another place if you don't want to go on Twitch or X, you can go on my Instagram and you can follow us there as well. Anyway, with that note, goodbye, Sakai.
Yep.
When the sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you. But still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face. But hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice. But it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you'll